Welcome to session 6.
Yep, session 6.
Yep. Time is a flat circle.
Yes. You're breaking my brain. Welcome to section 6 of Plymouth Rock. And we'll wait to do the summary of what we did because I don't actually remember what we did because it's been a while. But Akiza, go ahead.
Yes, Kizva on campaign, general Twitter, tabletop role-playing game, malcontent. Kizva's made some changes to Bobcat Pierce Mark II now. I'm integrating the set. It's a set Shueo. Is that how you pronounce it?
Chitswile.
Set Shueo. So I've taken some of the initial licenses that we were granted by Teist for that, and I've upgraded into a full-blown license. So I've got the adhesive chaff missile launchers on there now. I've after the success in the last battle, I think I'm keeping around the heavy charged claw on there for as long as I can. So the big crab claw is staying, assault rifle staying. The Mark II Bobcat also, it's still got the extra legs for that stable structure, but I've kept bend the knee as a tech attack option that I can use, so I can manipulate my heat and my enemy's heat. And then finally,
it is a system.
And then finally, I've got Horizon Collective glyphs on there for my personalization. Akiza is not. He's letting his freak flag fly. He's a lot of people from Cradle have all of their various subcultures, political subcultures displayed. So if the light hits the holograms on the side of the hull just right, you can see that my boys for NHP writes.
Nice. So if we're wearing our red and blue, what's those glasses that make things pop out? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly. It's like that, but for politics.
Nice. Clara.
You're up next, Clara. Oh, wait, Memento. Ryan, you're up next.
Oh boy. Hey, my name's Ryan. I am going to be playing Rico Celedon today. Rico has made extensive changes to his mech since the last time we all saw each other. He has taken a license with the SSC Emperor, although it's sort of in fiction, he's sort of just created a lot of the stuff on his own. Of course, he has the Bolt Nexus from the Emperor, has a lock-on kind of thing, so they just basically, you hit once and you'll never miss again. He's also been experimenting with a lot of ways to redirect heat and heat vents and stuff like that, so he's using basically like a mech-sized weaponized blowtorch.
Nice.
Which is just a reflective charge blade. Okay. Still keeping the anti-material rifle. Has Dominion's breath now, so he can provide shields to my friends that explode.
Ooh.
Yeah, I put a shield on somebody, and if the shield gets destroyed, then bad stuff happens to everyone nearby. So it's fun stuff. Nice. He's also been sort of doing a lot of retraining. The talents have been totally reworked. We got Skirmisher 2 and Tactician 2 now. If you want to know what those do, just look them up, man. I don't want to take up the whole podcast talking about my character changes.
Fair.
And the last thing I have, the personalizations have changed. So now that when activated, the mosquito sort of just kind of floats on a cushion of air, barely touching the ground, and just sort of hovers everywhere that it goes, and has a lot of unnecessary flips and shit, moving around like a dang nobody from Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
Activate ominous mode. Yeah, exactly.
Activate Jesus mode.
And I'm trying to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything, but I think that is it. Extra point in agility, so I can finally go real fast, like I've always wanted to do.
Go real fast. Like Ricky Bobby.
And I think that's it for changes to my character. So the mech looks totally different. I'm excited to be shooting people with my lasers.
Art incoming.
You can follow Ryan on Even More Ryans on Twitter, but he doesn't tweet, so just follow him to look into the void.
Yes, you do that. You might see a tweet or two by the time this comes out. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
shock scandal.
I don't know. At this point, I feel like maybe I
Where's
should just
TMZ?
keep it empty. Or should I keep it empty just for like branding?
You should keep it emptying, but have in your bio link out to your alternate Twitter account that's actually active.
Just change your bio. Just change your bio every day.
Yeah.
All right, Claire or Vince?
Vince has a cat. All right, I'll go. Clara, hello. I am Bubblegum Titan on the interwebs, and I host a podcast called Replay something pitches for myself. But my character, though.
It's good.
So.
Listen.
What?
It's good. Listen. It's good. Listen to Replay.
Yeah, there might be an tray on it. I don't know about that. Anyway, so my upgrades. I am a very simple Riho is a very simple woman who just was really upset that she couldn't grapple the mech that was a size larger than her. So she picked up synthetic muscle netting and now she's just gonna ruin your day. Doesn't matter how big you are. She got you. This is the ultimate grapple. That's it.
What does the
That's
muscle
really
netting look like on your mech?
I don't fucking know.
Dude, I drew it. Just look at the art.
Okay, look at the art. Look at the art.
Look at the art.
This is where it flashes up on like front and center on the screen on the YouTube video.
Yep, I zoomed in.
Yeah, Steve's got it. Steve has it.
I'm trying.
Just making
yeah,
more
that's
work
cool.
for whoever's editing this.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Neat. So is that just
Cool.
me now?
Yup.
Neat. I'm Siege at SiegeVault on Twitter. I draw pretty pictures and stuff, and
Very pretty.
Big Buso got
Very
a very exciting package from the Uno Kenke or whatever. He I don't think I have it equipped now, but it's saved as a loadout. But he probably demoed for everybody in like, I don't know, like the hangar or someplace out back. Hey guys, check out this new plasma cannon. And so yeah, I have the Groot Slang's plasma cannon now in the back pocket. But more exciting than that, I now have the fucking what is it? I have the rapid response thrusters from the Groot Slang.
Oh,
so
reaction to reposition. Yeah.
yeah, so if Busto gets shot from now on, we're going to turn everybody that's near him into a mosh pit that rushes at the enemy.
Yeah.
And I have that new Karakan Trade Baronies talent. Everyone should buy the book. It's really cool.
Yes.
That allows me to consider people very far away from me as technically adjacent. So
Oof.
Yeah, we're gonna mosh.
Size. Oh, you're size 2 right now, but you will be size 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm size 2, but like it's now a burst out from a size 2. So I have like a Thunderdome. It's great.
Yeah, the Karakan Trade Baronies would say Soul is adjacent to them if you'd let them, so that makes sense.
It's true.
Alrighty. Well, that is the whole squad. Does anyone remember what we did last time? I do remember.
Yeah.
But,
Last time we went after the rogue. We came back from our mission and our submission. We grabbed a plane. I believe the Caliphate. Who was?
It was
the GDK, I think.
Yeah, the GDK and I'm taking a look at this right now. Yeah, the trade. Yeah, I think the Trade Caliphate or the
Trade Baronies?
Yeah, no, not the Trade Baronies. Because two of the factions teamed up, and that was the main thing that we were talking about.
The GDK and the Trade Company of Rhea.
You're totally
right.
So
the Trade Company of Rhea and the GDK teamed up, and we were actually out to a GDK warehouse facility off of the coast near Tiano or near Tiano, and we were investigating some of the rogue construction mechs that were involved in a serious debacle with our other colleagues from Tice. So we had to go over there, and we had just slagged all of the construction mechs and driven off the GDK forces that were there. Among their number was
Riho's new rival.
Yeah, Riho's new rival.
Heavy gear.
Mm-hmm. So we took some
Contra Sinclair.
damage, but just handled that, and we didn't pursue the ships as they went out to sea. But yeah, they fled. I believe that was the last thing.
Damn straight they fled.
Yeah, she ran away.
And we also picked
Yeah.
up an Eric Rodberg.
Oh yeah.
Our new pet
Sky
pilot?
Eyes.
My
Sky
man.
Eyes.
Sky
Thank you for
Eye?
that. Yeah, I think it's
Sky
Sky
Eye.
or Apex. I can't remember which one he
He
Apex
wants
is
it
what
to
he
be
wants to
Apex
be.
Sky Eye, and I feel like he has to work his way up to being
Yeah,
called Apex.
he's not at that level yet.
Yeah.
All right,
You gotta
I
earn your
remember-
nickname.
I gotta remember Eric's how Eric talks. All right, come on, channel the Eric. Channel the
Wait, is it
Eric?
Eric with a K? or
Find
Eric?
your inner Eric. We all know. We all have a little Eric inside of us.
I am trying to find my inner Eric.
Eric has the I don't know. I'm trying to think of who he reminds me of.
He was
Imagine
way too
if the
excitable.
hunter- Yeah, he's a little too excitable. He's like an older version of the kid from Jurassic Park. He's like an adult version of the little boy from Jurassic Park, is what I see him as.
Wow.
I will
I
embrace
hate that you're right.
I'll embrace
He
that.
said the dinosaurs went extinct, and he said that in his book that. Good God. Yeah, I could see it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna start downtime.
Yeah.
We're about to start downtime, and then the next doohickey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us take you all to Djibouti. Djibouti.
Beautiful.
Yes. We find you all some days after your engagement with Katja Sinclair and driving off those construction mechs that are loading onto a ship to go somewhere. You all were able to destroy many of them, the ones that escaped from the fight that outbroke in the lower towns that found Teist imprisoned because they did some casualty stuff and they weren't really just Oscar did it.
Team Soot, yeah.
Yeah,
Dumbass.
Team Soot. Yes. So yeah, you guys are back in your hotel that you've been staying at for the past, I guess, a week or so. Yeah, and you get a comm from Anayash. She wants to talk with you all before the Breaking the Houses event, which is probably pretty soon, probably like a week from now. Probably less than a week from now. It's pretty soon. So
Okay.
we'll say it's actually like 2 days from now.
I'm hype.
Cool. Ryan, you get calmed in by a Sinclair, the one who you agreed to put up the little comm thing that you never did.
Yeah.
Sinclair sends you a text, and in your room, I guess it is received to your personal slate or CompCon or whatever, and it just says, "Long time no see. How is reconnaissance going? Any new and interesting information? I haven't received anything."
Okay. Rico is going to like look at the message and be like, shit. And like spend like a good 5 minutes like trying to like formulate a response to this. And just he's going to respond, I was almost caught, had to delay
Lies.
it's not really lies. I rolled badly to try to hide the listening device, and you said my options were do it and
Oh,
get
yeah, you're
caught,
right.
or not
Oh,
do
you're right,
it
you're
and
right.
try
Okay.
again later.
Okay.
So-
all right, you're good. Okay.
So he said I almost got caught, have to wait for another opportunity. Don't worry, I'm still working on it.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Sinclair, you send that, and you see the 3 little dots kind of like start. He's like texting back or whatever, and Sinclair sends you back. Let's meet up in the next day or two. I've got
Oh, God.
information I'd like to talk to you about.
Bum.
What I just imagine, like my future is like getting a bag put over my head and being dragged into like an alleyway.
Harrison Armor,
It's
you
not.
should know.
It's not gonna be Sinclair doing it. It's gonna be like some
No,
goons from the
someone else.
Caliphate of Pisha or some shit, man. I don't know.
Live
Yeah,
dangerously.
he'd like to meet up with you.
I regret getting him wrapped up in this, but here we are. I have time to do that thing that he asked to meet up?
You can incorporate it into your downtime. Yeah.
Okay. I have a specific thing in mind for my downtime, but I can absolutely do that too. Sure. I'll go wherever Sinclair says that they want to meet up. Sinclair was a he, right?
Yes,
Correct?
it's he. Yep. Okay. Pronouns he. Yep. Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll have to meet up with Anayash. Oh, you don't have. I mean, Anayash asked you to meet up with her. But you can
absolutely. Anayash first.
Yep,
Sinclair is whenever the later time is.
Dope. Riho, as you were waking up or doing your morning routines, you're also I think you started a fan base. I'm pretty sure you started a fan base at some point.
I got my social media empire rolling.
Yep.
Yeah. There's rumors going around about your last fight. Maybe there's like errant camera footage that captured your encounter. It's really rough and really, really hard to make out, and it's about your rain coming down, and it's like three quarters of your mech's frame is hidden by boxes and stuff. But there's rumors going around that you did a fight, an unannounced, unsolicited fight in the docks, and that you won. But maybe the person that you fought got away. So there's some rumors going around in the OmniNet here in Djibouti.
I'm into that. I love it. All publicity is good publicity or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Or something.
And Akiza, what were you doing? Let me see. What were you doing?
I think I know what Akizva would want to do.
Go ahead.
Now that Heartbreak is online, he's gonna start. Heartbreak is fully online and fully cycled again, and now that she's sentient and talking, he's gonna start talking through things with her and gathering information, because he wants to make a formal complaint about the prisons alone should be enough to get a DOJ HR action, if not a task force deployed. So I'm gonna try and maybe do some downtime to get connected with the DOJ HR and maybe see if they can send me some resources to take care of it since I'm reporting, or if they're gonna maybe try and deploy some people to help us.
Isn't that gonna take 50 years for them to arrive though?
It'll take 50 years for them to arrive. It won't take 50 years for them to have a spy send me some stuff.
Okay. That's very good.
True. Yeah, you can launch that when you after you talk with Anayash, but when you do your downtime. But yeah. Buzo, what are you doing as you wake up this morning?
So, Buso definitely wants to check up on our. God, I don't even know how to describe them. Our ne'er-do-wells that we picked up that were going to be fucking framed and probably shot from the GDK.
Oh, those folks. Yeah.
Good idea.
So I would like to do what is the downtime? The gather information downtime action. I just want to make sure that, are these guys getting into trouble? Are they doing some dumb shit? Or are they, actually being decent folks? I just want to follow up on all of it because I feel slightly responsible.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You want to follow up after you meet Anayash, or do you want to do it now?
I'll do it after I meet her. It'll probably be later in the evening or something, and you can find so much at bars.
Okay, cool.
So I'll do it after.
Alrighty. Well, as y'all head out from your hotel, you group up again and head over to where Anayash is back at the Teist meeting room. Let me flash her image. I keep forgetting to flash. Oh, Anayash, you're so cool, Anayash.
She is super cool.
She is cool.
Everyone stands a bitch with a bird.
Exactly. All right, yeah. So as you all enter the room, you just see her kind of interacting with the holographic projector in the middle. You see it projecting the island Yakto's dagger. It is where the breaking of the houses event will be happening 2 days from now, and she just wants to check in with you all before you are deployed. As you all enter the room, she kind of looks your way and acknowledges all your presence, and she says, "All right, we're all here. Your mission at the breaking of the houses is only 2 days from now. I want to see how well you all are in spirits. If you had any questions, I might be able to lend you some insight. I expect some political jockeying of your all's attention while you're there. I just want to remind you that you're there to provide security, but you will have a bit of free time to interact with others.
I have a question. I don't actually know. Like, we have been told like what the breaking of the houses is a celebration of. Correct? I don't actually know like what happens there. What is the plan? Like, in order to provide proper security, we're going to be need to know like what the events will be, where we will need to go, like what will be happening, where the important people will be, that kind of thing.
Yes, well, there'll be all manner of events and festivities. Mainly, there's a parade that lasts the better parts of the day, and the event itself goes on for at least 3 or 4 days. We have people arriving from all over the Carib system, so there'll be extraplanetary arrivals. Most of them representatives of the respective nation states, as well as folks from all over Tiano, the planet here. So there'll be a number of things: water sports events, political negotiations, you name it. What you all be required to do is, what I would presume, is protect very important persons, VIPs, ensure nothing is being smuggled into the event, and generally provide security.
Gonna be like bouncers at a festival. Buso probably grunted or sighed loudly when the subject of like political jockeying comes up. But now, after hearing all of this is a pretty huge and disorganized event from as far as he can tell. Of just like, yeah, I don't know, you guys patrol around.
Yes, in past years we've asked pilots to come and aid us. Some have ended up a little drunk in the process, drunk off festivities and libations. But again, I want to stress to you all: you can enjoy yourselves, but your mission is important. Go ahead. Rico.
That sounds highly unprofessional to me. I would never do such a thing. Just like if there's a drink that I should be avoiding, like a certain like
Riho's gonna like nudge
beverage
him.
that is like famous
with
around
her
here that I
elbow.
should be.
The Kohino will sneak up on you. It's pretty sweet. I'll say that much.
I'm just gonna tell you that the only unprofessional part of this is that you're supposed to be able to hold your liquor.
She's also right.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Since Team Suit were the other Teist pilots that were going to be providing security alongside us, what's our backup instead of them, since they're out of the picture for the moment?
Well, we have myself. I'll be there attending and providing security of one of the military outposts on Yakto's Dagger. It's purely a prop. There's not really much that goes on there. But in addition to myself and you all, there will be a number of Teist mech pilots that will be guarding folks and the event in itself. Again, there've never been any instances in the past of violence, but you never know. You never know. And with the change in ownership of the trade company of Bria and the Grand Duchy of Korea,
I forgot about that.
Yes, I wouldn't put it past any dissenting citizens to sow violence or some type of activities in opposition to that.
Right. It's right before the breaking of the houses. Like that seems like there's going to be a lot of political turmoil. I guess you could say. It just seems like it makes our job a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and not to add to the complications, but I called you all here today to forward along requests that I've received from each of the major nation states for you all's employment at the breaking of the houses. The trade company of Bria, well, now the Grand Duchy of Korea, asked that you all protect nobles and financial folk as they arrive from around the Carib system, which will take a lot of your time and resources unless you want to split up and do it. The Grand Duchy of Korea and specifically from King Manuel Yemez himself. And I would urge you not to ignore this request, as that he asked you to escort his children around the festival and play props or mech pilot props for them. They're quite interested in Lancers. They've heard stories. The Caliphate of Pisha, unfortunately, won't be attending the Breaking of the Houses Festival, is what rumor says. And the Sea of Tiano, like myself, just wants you to do your job and try not to make any dedicated allegiances.
Finally, something reasonable. At the risk of possibly metagaming, because Buso is now concerned about his mech's loadout, how tight of a place is like all the festivals taking place in? Because I have that Umfakane's hand plasma cannon, and I'm looking at it like, I could kill a lot of people with this, and that's probably a bad idea.
It is pretty tight. I'll show you. Let me see if I can show you the image right now.
Balls.
Oh no.
Yeah, let me see if I can see your image right now.
Okay.
I don't think
Buso is no longer caring about any of these allegiances or jobs. Now he's busy thinking like, crap, I gotta change up my mech or else I'm gonna give a lot of people radiation poisoning.
Yeah,
Oh,
here we
yeah.
go. I can.
Is that a
I
thing
can
that we need to be worrying about? Radiation poisoning from your weaponry? Uh,
Ooh.
Well, if you're out of a hard
Batman.
suit.
that's true. I
Yeah.
suppose my hard-like technology is similar levels of danger for anyone standing in the immediate area.
Yeah, I don't want to become an Oscar.
Okay.
Nobody wants to be an Oscar.
I
Alright,
maintain that Oscar is innocent.
I maintain that Oscar is a dumbass.
I think. I don't know what to think.
And the Astra will pull up this image of Yakto's dagger, and it's not drawn to scale, but it's pretty much what you guys will be deployed on. So there's a number of things that you can do specifically for the nation states, and those are the things I told you. But there's also a number of things you can do just generally with your free time, or just like kind of loose, less directed time. You can kind of monitor comms at the TICE facility. You can do security with some of the arriving forces. You can partake in the festival, like with your mech or your person. You can expect cargo that's arriving from different places around the planet and the Craibs system, or you can just interview folks and talk to folks as more of like a kind of like a secret agent type deal, undercover type still. So Eniash will be going to the TICE military outpost over here. It's mainly where she'll be is inspecting some of the stuff there, and she'll be kind of holding a base of operations. But you guys can do a number of things. Some of the things that are listed here, you can do those specific. But if you can make up anything, you can do that too.
Very nice.
Yeah, So Akiza would definitely be down to interview attendees and play security, because Heartbreak and I could split up, and those objectives are physically close enough together that if something happened, Heartbreak would be able to like go and grab me in my mech, and like I would be able to like get inside of it in time.
Okay, that's actually
Gotcha.
brilliant.
Yep. So this is you guys will have a 10 segment clock. Those are your tips. Those are your time you have to do the things you need to do for the pretty much the duration of the festival. And then you only need 8 segments to succeed on just being the great security that you are at the whole festival. So you can do any number of things. You can do up to 10 things. You only need to succeed on 8 to be super successful.
Okay. But our downtime is coming before this event, right?
Yes. Yeah. This is just an explanation of what's going on. Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. Fucking love Lancer, y'all.
Yeah, they be. So yeah, Eniash projects that to you all, and she kind of moves the image off to the side. So she says, "Well, that is the ins and outs of your station at the breaking of the houses. Helm will be there, and might I add, King Manuel Yemez might call you all to stand behind him as he gives his address to the folks of the Craibs system from the downtown area of Yakto's dagger. So Prepare to. Be sure to wear your best. Look
Aw.
prim and
Do
proper.
we have to be in our mechs or on foot
Your
for
mechs,
standing behind him?
Your mechs will be behind you, but you can. King Manuel likes a demonstrative display of power. So there'll be your mechs. Ivana will be there. The Mountain Python will be there. His mech, and a number of
And
other.
no one cares
illustrious
about
pilots.
him. But there goes our chance to just sit in our cockpits eating some of the food. Oh well.
It's only the opening address. It wouldn't last too long. King Manuel is not that long-winded.
I like that.
Bingo.
I suppose he's eager to get the party started.
Huh?
I suppose at some point we will have to check in with Miss De Leon as well.
With who?
She is.
With Ivana? With Ivana? Yeah.
Right.
You guys still do need to check out your the Manaka, the boat, the MOB that she's gifted you all in a hangar somewhere off yonder.
Oh yeah,
outside
we didn't.
Tribody.
Oh,
we didn't go and
yeah.
get that yet.
And debug it.
Yes.
Yep.
I imagine that's something the Heartbreak will be able to accomplish, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yes.
I could do that. That actually is a really good idea.
But
So if you guys don't have any more questions for Eniash, she's going to get the understanding. You guys understand what you got to do, and she is going to start making way to arrive early at Yato's Dagger. And she will
Fair
meet you
enough.
all there.
very well. We will see you there, hopefully.
All right.
Yep.
She gives
Buso
you
gives
all
her
a,
a salute. I've
nice.
Buso is this all seems so very, I don't know how to describe it other than just like prim and proper compared to like what he's used to. So it's like
Alexa, pause. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It is a
So
little prim and proper.
so he's glad to hear that he can just ignore most of these people and just do his job and be like, I'm
Pretty much,
Sea
yeah.
of Tiano is just telling me to do my job. I'm just listening to them. What are you going against Tiest and Helm?
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's a tons of things you can do. I've got like a short list over here, so if you come up with something or if you need something, I could like throw it at you. But yeah, it's just pretty much just be there, be present, be intimidating.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, Aniash will give you all a salute, return your salute, Buzo, and says, "I look forward to seeing you at the event. Farewell. See you later." And she heads out the room.
Rico gives
So-
an awkward salute.
You all have downtime ahead of you. You can choose any downtimes in the book. There's a number of things that you all have done thus far in Chaboti. I have prepared a couple downtime hints for you all. If you wanna take a hint from me. Otherwise, you can do whatever you want.
Anybody? Yeah, go ahead.
I've had some quite some time to think about it, and I have an interesting idea that I would like to do. And it's going to require a little bit of negotiation, I think, for us to like figure out exactly figure out an appropriate power level and results and shit. But Rico, for his downtime, is going to approach Eric and ask him if he would like to participate a little bit more and help with a little bit of field testing of a prototype of something that I'm working on.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. you
This way can really be our eye in the sky and help actually protect us if a battle were to occur.
where do you so we'll say this is like maybe it's the same day or a couple of days later. Where do you see yourself and Eric like meeting up?
It would have to be some place where you can do his work. So I guess I imagine we have a hangar where we can like print out mechs and stuff and like just have a printer in general available to us and like be able to like program things and basically he wants to work on experimental stuff to be able to attach to the whatever scout thing that we had him in Eric in before.
have him go back to
Yeah.
my irradiated firing field that I test fired my Umfakane's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fly above the crater.
So
you
yeah,
can- you can get-
he would
yeah.
be. We would first be working in whatever like hangar or lab that we have available to us, and then probably first for a little bit of testing, fly out to the crater.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you meet up with Eric, and Eric is like, I don't think these joysticks work. I don't know you that well, but you sure you're a good engineer? These don't look like they're. He kinda pulls
I
one
was
off.
just going to propose something. I'm just going to be adding a little something extra onto the drone that you've been flying around. I guess it's not a drone.
Wait,
you're
wait,
just
wait,
piloting
wait,
it.
wait. Okay, let's establish the baseline here. I'm only gonna do this for you if I can achieve the greatness of Eric Rodberg, Apex. Come on,
Listen,
if you can just refer to me as Apex, I'll do whatever you want.
you don't like the names. If you would like us to refer to you as exclusively Apex, we can do that. You know what? I will make you a deal. You make good use of this new device that I'm working on in the next mission that we are. Hopefully, we won't need to use it in this very next mission, but in a mission far in the future. If you make good use of this device that I have been working on, and we can get it working today, then absolutely we will promote you to Apex Sky High. How does that sound?
Does that come with perks? Did I get my own mech and stuff, or
I don't think you will be getting a mech.
Okay.
Actually, you might. Here's the downtime activity that I would like to do. I would like to get creative. And that means that there's a pretty good chance that nothing happens this time, but like I'll get something cool next time we do downtime. But what I want to work on is I have two ideas in mind and that's why I said might require a little negotiation, figure out like what is the thing. My first idea is to get, you know how like one of the suggested things in the book for downtime, like the rewards for downtime activities, is an orbital bombardment.
Yes.
I want to take that and change it to be something completely different, but like a similar idea. I want a limited one use of Shaname, which is the next license level of the Emperor, the big shield. That he can fire on one of us from above.
Oh, that's so cool. That Eric can fire on you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
If that is not like, if that's like too weird or not within like the normal power levels, I could just like reinforcements is another thing that's suggested in there.
I don't even. I think that's almost too dope to not tell you that we could do it. Hold on, let me look at.
That's a good reason.
Let me get the book real quick.
I mean,
Oh,
you could always limit it by doing some bullshit like, oh yeah, if you're indoors, he can't fly over and drop it on you.
It would make perfect
Oh
sense.
yeah. Okay, so the downtown has on page 52. Yeah, I think 50. Get creative. Okay, so describe your role in 9 or less. Yeah, okay, cool. Give me a roll. As you and Eric are tag teaming this work.
I gotta go back to the page that has my mech on it. And so
Tell me what trigger.
I took an extra point in invent or create, so now I have a +4 to that.
Nice.
You got it.
And this is exactly what I'm trying to do. So hold on, I accidentally targeted myself instead of highlighting my character. Double click on my character. And now I'm going to pilot narrative, and I'm going to roll invent or create.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, no difficulty.
Damn it. Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
Oh, on the 9 or less, you don't make any progress on your project. Next time you get this result for the project, treat it as a 10 or a 19. So I would say with the help of Eric and him consistently and persistently pestering you for being referred to as Eric as Apex, and also just upping the level of his negotiation just more and more as you're continue to work on this, like these modifications or whatever to his like ship or whatever. It just probably just annoys the shit out of you, and he's like, "Hey, I don't think that's really gonna. I don't think that's gonna work. This is gonna explode."
It's not going to explode. I think one of the things that I've been thinking about, because I know like this particular what's it called? This downtime activity has a high chance of like not working this time, but maybe working next time.
Mm-hmm.
is Rico's realizing that he's not going to be able to do this. Like the thing that he has in his head that he wants to work, he's not going to be able to do it with normal technology. And he's going to have to finally start doing, like, he's going to have to bite the bullet. He's been avoiding it forever. He's going to have to finally start doing research into, like, paracausal tech.
Okay, nice. Okay, dope. Dope. What does that epiphany look like? What are you like? Like, does Eric mention?
Eric is just like Eric is flying his I don't know what is actually Eric flying?
A quadcopter. He's flying a quadcopter.
Okay, so Eric is like up above in the quadcopter, and like Rico sends him up there just to like fly around a few times just to get him away for a few minutes.
Okay.
And like Rico's just like looking at the computer like on the ground, just like this is not going to work. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Okay. If it's not possible this way, there's always a possible way. If we look at what's not possible, this is what we're going to have to look outside of the normal laws of physics. Fuck. I hate this shit. Who the fuck do I know knows about paracausal tech? And then he just like starts mumbling to himself about like listing off all the people. He just he knows like 6 people on this planet. So like, he's like starts racking his brain like, who does he know that he can talk to like learn about paracausal technology? He starts like Googling it, I guess.
Somewhere, heartbreak sneezes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably get like a bunch of like emoji messages from Eric about how joysticks and evil purple devil emojis and like a bunch of shit. Cool. So yeah, you spend your time working on that. You and Eric having some personal time, and you come to the epiphany that you need to invest your time and your research into paracausal technology. Who is next?
I mean, I'll go through my fun bit of tracking down some criminals.
Okay.
I assume I spent like most of the daytime hours switching out a highly radioactive plasma cannon for a highly perforating heavy machine gun, because somehow that is less dangerous.
I would imagine your Infocani's hand, the weapon on the Groot sling, is like wrapped up in like, it's like boxed up on your mech, and like make sure like all like the limiters are put on it. It's like probably a bunch of clips and stuff and like anchors to keep it from like firing accidentally.
I imagine it being a big dumb like 2-handed cannon that I have to lug around, and now it's going back in its big box with a bunch of warning labels on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that I want to gather information and track down the dudes that we rescued and see what they are up to, if anything.
Cool. So the last that Riho interacted with them, they were being held in like kind of like not detention, but kind of like just like a holding or waiting place. So yeah, you can track them down. Give me what role do you think it is?
I've got word on the street and get a hold of something. That's the only 2 things that I could think of that might be relevant to this.
Now, what downtime action are you trying to take?
Oh, gather information.
Gather information? Okay.
It's on page 53, bottom right corner.
Cool, thanks. Gather information, cool. Name your subject and your method and roll 9 less. Choose when you get. Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a roll.
I'm gonna roll word on the street.
Alrighty.
Blap.
Yeah, baby.
A meager
Are you
11.
good?
A meager 11. On a 10 through 19, you leave clear evidence of your rummaging. You have to dispatch someone or implicate someone in innocence to avoid attention. So,
what you find is that a lot of these folks, I think there's maybe like some 10 or 11 of them that had escaped with you all and Eric. As they came back, Riho may have informed you that there were concerns from them that they may have been targeted by the GDK. And as you pull up information about their whereabouts, you find out that some 10 or 11 is a some 1 or 3. and that the some 1 or 3 are hiding somewhere on Chibodi. To find these some 1 or 3, you're going to probably give up their position, and you know that they're hiding because you would assume that the other ones have been taken out.
Yeah.
So you either get to them first, or you get to 1 or 2 of them, or how you wanna do it.
Okay, so my options are either like do nothing and at least know that 3 of them are out there, or like screw up their cover.
Or you can look for the lost ones. You just don't know what happened to them. There's no record of them. Like after they left like the Tice facility, there's no record of them.
Okay. I am okay for those guys to stay in hiding. I want to talk to the other ones. I guess I'll just make a mental note that like, okay, these guys are in hiding. The other people you said are like, I can still find them.
Oh, they might be dead. They're just like they literally just disappear after. So I'd say you could probably try and roll again to find out what happened to them.
I just want to talk to the ones that I can find.
Okay, go ahead. You can talk to them.
So then, yeah, I guess I'll meet up with them and just make sure that they're doing K and make sure no one's getting into trouble. Like these guys technically were criminals, but yeah.
Okay. So you will leave clear evidence of your rummaging.
That is fine by me for them, for people to know that I'm talking with these people that I rescued.
Cool. So you kind of walk around Chibodi, the huge city that it is, and you track down. I would say they're all in the same place. They're all working in a restaurant. Some of them are busboys, some of them are waiters, and one of them's a cook. And they see you. They see you, and one of them kind of drops their plates and it crashes and stuff, and they just like kind of freeze up. We'll say it's a waiter that kind of drops the plates, and what do you I don't know, what do you do when they do that?
I'm gonna kind of freeze too and look at him and be like, I was just visiting. What the hell?
they kind of go back to the kitchen, and it's like an open like chef's area, and the chef and you is one of the other people. They look at you as well, and you can probably go back there and talk to them. But yeah, they're like little razzled.
Okay, I'm gonna apologize to like the floor manager or whatever for causing the plate drop, but I guess I'll pop into the kitchen and be like, I'm just checking to make sure you guys aren't getting into any trouble, but it's good to know that, feeding people, doing good. Are you guys going to be going to the crazy breaking of the houses shit that's happening a couple days from now?
You hear like sounds of like the kitchen things, and it's like probably like rush hour, and there's a bunch of things going on, but one of them kind of breaks away, maybe the waiter that dropped the plates or whatever, and kind of comes to you and is like trying to like rebuild the plate or whatever, and talking to you like out the side of their mouth or whatever, and they're like, no, we're not going to the breaking the houses. We thought no one could find us here. We heard that the others had gotten lost or were sort of taken out by the GDK. You're not here to take us out, are you? We're good citizens.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at the taking out bit and be like, no. I am seriously doing nothing more than just checking in on you guys and making sure that you aren't causing any trouble. But obviously not, so all is well. Listen, remember, if anything gets weird or hairy, or the GDK turns out that they're trying to, and I'm gonna whisper, take you out. Remember that you
jump on the plate.
Stop that. Remember that, there's a certain famous wrestler in our squad that you can send DMs to at any time if you guys need a rescue. There's a lot of stupid shit that's apparently happening on this planet, and it's helpful to have some guys on the ground. And I mean, I think you can tell by now, I'm definitely not the bad guy for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When we've seen you in action, you gotta admit, you see a capable pilot in action, and you get a little razzled when they show up. Well,
this is true, but at least I'm a rescue pilot.
All right. Well, if you can promise that the GDK's not coming after us, yeah, I'll definitely. If there's something comes up, I'll send what I can to Riho. Can you promise she'll answer my text?
I mean, probably. She seems pretty active on social media. And I pull up her, like, I don't know, Spacetagram or whatever, and just flip through. Has she posted today?
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously.
then there you go. And I'm just scrolling through and like, yeah, see, she's answering comments.
All right. Can I? And they kind of like stop preparing their plates or whatever, and they say, "Can I ask a favor of you?"
Yeah?
My brother was one of those that I haven't heard from in a while since we last saw you all. We left the Tice facility. Could you inquire what happened to him? I'm quite concerned.
I could try to poke around. Does he have any, was he not really a cook and went off into construction or something? Any leads, or did he just disappear?
Well, we agreed to. Most of us agreed to work in the restaurant business. Figured it was the most way to remain off the radar. They said they were going to go drink to kind of clear their mind after the whole ordeal and after we were released from the Tice facility, but I didn't hear from them after that. Maybe if you would go to the bar that they were last saw at, you could find the whereabouts of them.
If you know the bar that they're at, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Is it a
I'd send
dive?
them in. It's a busy bar. It's like a place you could lose yourself at.
Fair. I'll check the gutters and the alleyways out there.
This person says, I would appreciate it.
I'll do my best. I mean, if I leave them smelling like you know, rotten goat or something out by the dumpster out back of this restaurant, just passed out, you'll know it's me.
Okay. Right.
One brother, next day delivery.
Nice. All right, and then they kind of get back to their job. But what kind of information did you want? Like, what was the goal?
I mostly just wanted to know where they were, and I also wanted to know if they were going to end up like going to the breaking of the houses event, and kind of just let them know, hey, if anything hairy happens, know that you have a line to us. I'm kind of hoping that if anything weird happens on the ground, like if maybe even if just one or two of these dudes ends up like going to the edges of the breaking of the houses festival, and they're like, hey, there's this weird military truck driving around, that it would be really nice to have one of these guys send Riho a text being like, hey, there's these weird military trucks driving around, and Buso said to let you guys know. I don't want to get killed by the GDK. But otherwise, at least now Buso knows where he can probably get discounts on food.
Of course, that's what motivates him.
I think.
Let me look at some stuff real quick. Hold on, I might be able to give you some good stuff.
Ooh, I have to think about this. So I'm looking at the resources on page 51, and I feel like. How about this? If there's something you want an advantage on, actually, when you're making your checks during the Breaking the Houses event, we'll say that some information that this individual gave you will just give you like automatic success.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay. Just I can randomly get a text or something from them being like, yo, over here. I don't know.
Yeah,
sure.
Like some type of information. Yeah. Some type of like, they're probably a waiter, so they've heard a lot of conversations, and they probably just kind of give you the down low or whatever.
That's how I get my advantage. They brought food to me in my mech, and I was like, ah, yes, fresh food.
Yeah.
I am so alert. Cool.
Chicken. All right, who's next?
I can go.
Go ahead, Rio.
All right. I guess this would be the downtime action. Get creative. Okay. But Riho is going to create a promo video advertising that she is going to be at the breaking of the houses so that everyone knows where she is. And she's going to include some like quick action shots from like the previous battle to be like, oh, this mysterious like footage.
Ooh.
Meet up with the real life, Riho. Da-da-da.
Ooh, okay.
The defender of
Yeah.
Tino.
So you gonna do get creative?
I think that's what it would be. It would be. I mean, it's also her social media empire. So
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. Oh wait, that's your organization too. Didn't you have an organization?
yeah, it would contribute to the organization.
I
Oh, yeah,
guess you
you're
could
the only
roll
one-
off that.
Yeah, you're the only one who had an organization, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to roll at the start of your downtime for your organization to see
Oh, okay.
if it goes up. Or, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, we get to see how your social media empire is going. See if your
What's
post
the
this
roll?
morning.
Hold on. Let me see.
My
I'm
post
trying to
this
remember
morning
what's
was actually just like me with like the victory V like peace sign hand or whatever, being like back in town, bitches. That was
okay,
it.
so you have you have to roll every time you take a downtime action starting. Yeah, so give me a d20 roll. This doesn't count to your downtime action. Just give me a d20 roll about how well your social media empire is working.
Is that
And I
the
think it's just
D20?
a
d20 roll. I don't think it's a trigger or anything.
I believe you're right. Ooh, not bad.
8.
A 14. On a 10 through 19, your organization is stable. It gains +2 efficiency or influence to a maximum of 6. I can't remember what you started with.
I have no idea. I don't even know where
I
that's
think it was
tracked.
influence. I think it was influence. You have to track it yourself somewhere on like a note or something.
I don't know where it was tracked. Vince, do you remember what we did with that information?
Under notes maybe. Check. Oh, player notes. Check player notes.
I'm checking. I don't see anything.
You can. Here you go. I'll write it down for you. I'll do it. So Rehose. This is under player notes 1. Rehose social media empire +2. We'll say it's +4. Do you want to go influence or efficiency? The way I see like
Wait.
influence and efficiency for a social media empire is truth and size. Like I feel like if they're like a lot of like, you can have a really big like influence and like size, but like not a lot of truth behind your thing. Like people are spreading lies and rumors about what you were fighting in the docks or whatever.
It's funny that you mentioned that because influence is also stated to include reputation. Efficiency is apparently like how well it can conduct itself in the scope. So like I think efficiency in this case would be like as soon as something happens, you have a post about it. Like you're on top of
I
it.
see. Yeah, I see that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it'd be like automating it and shit like that, essentially, like getting
Bots.
getting bots.
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 Bot it.
Wait, but I already had points in influence. We think.
Yeah, I think you
right?
started out with influence. Yeah.
That sounds like what I did.
Sounds reasonable.
Can I put points this time in efficiency then?
Okay.
Speed posting.
Speed posted.
Speed posted.
I mean, the logic there, like character logic here, is we're about to go to this event, and I really need to focus on my fans. I can't be on my phone the entire time, so you know.
That is true. You need to focus on the fans, exactly. All right, it's under player notes 1.
It's all
That's where I
about
have
the
like your jazz. Very cool. So your organization is doing well. They're big and they have a lot of dedicated mods. So what is your downtime access? Get creative. Okay. So you can use your organization to assist you with your role, but I don't know how that works. Hold on.
I think it's
How do you think?
so efficiency. If it's related, so it I think it gets used as a trigger instead because it can be way higher. So like that would be like, so if you don't have a trigger for something specific that your organization could reasonably use for it, you would roll with that instead.
Oh,
So it seems like that is or you could have both, like, so if something happens, you get damaged and you don't have a trigger available, or doesn't make sense, or you can't make that roll again.
It looks like you can add it as a bonus. So like if Clara did I don't know, like leader inspire, she could add influencer efficiency to it depending on like what she's doing. So as this organization gets bigger, she could eventually get some bullshit like +6 to stuff. Oh my god.
I like it. Okay, cool. So you're getting creative to put a promotional video together that you're going to be at the breaking of the house event.
Yes.
I think that is an efficiency thing.
Okay.
So, what trigger are you rolling for this downtime action? Like, what pilot trigger do you have?
I'm thinking it's show off.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Stunt.
Who that?
Stunt.
Who's that with the mech and the fucking flames? Anyway.
Who that mech with the motherfucking flames? Cool. Give
So-
me a roll, and then with your trigger, and then we'll just add a +2 to it because you have efficiency. +2.
How do I add just like a flat +2 to it? Or
You can't. We'll just add
Okay.
it mentally.
Who cares?
Okay, on 21 plus, you finish your project before the next mission is especially complex. Treat this, okay, blah, blah. Do something from the gear list, but it can usually be impactful with a piece of mech gear. Okay, so you can get a.
What do you think you want to like? I know what you're doing, but like, there's a bunch of resources on the resource page, like on page like 52 and 51.
I don't
you
have a
get, like-
book in front of me.
Oh,
Just let me get
Vince,
the
help
one.
out.
Vince's whole thing.
I feel like it would be like I feel like you get resources because I don't think you get any unless like
your fans sent you shit. They saw the promotion. They're like, oh, like we're just gonna send her shit.
take this
We'll send her. Ooh, I got
Take
okay,
this
all right.
grenade.
Let me see. Let's see.
I know
Okay,
there's a couple
what
of
about-
fun ones.
What about this? One offer you get from folks who've seen your promotional video is from a corporation entity that's operating here on Tiano, and they want you to drop from their fucking blimp, orbital drop from their blimp next time you're in a mech combat. But like they want you to like put their like insignia on the side of your mech. Their name is
Fuck yes.
Blimpy. Their name is Blimpy.
Blimpy! Yes!
Big Blimpy.
Picture. Yeah.
I get to live out my Kiki's delivery service dreams.
I was gonna say, are they like a food delivery service? They just send like little drones out.
Yeah, you get dropped in a sub. You get dropped into like a sub, like a 12-foot sub. Yeah, it's a fire.
Like
Oh
a
my
sandwich.
Yeah, yeah, sandwich sub.
I'm also just enjoying the idea of like obviously their food delivery drones just look like tiny miniature blimps. Like they're so cute.
That is an option.
And
Unless
then
you
the
have a
blimps
different
could
one.
have my face on them too. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm in.
That is
I'm in. This is my first official sponsorship on this planet, and I will
Yeah.
take it.
One of many. One of many. All right, so you get the orbital drop tactical advantage. The ability to start a mission by dropping from orbit into heavily fortified or hard to reach locations.
Yes.
Just, makes it beautiful. Makes you
Oh,
get
this
so
is so
dramatic.
on theme. This is so on theme.
And this is the next mission. So like any combats that you have in this thing, you can. The ability to start the mission by start the mission. I would say it's an encounter or mission, whatever. Yeah, I'll let you decide. Yeah, and then the promotional video is fucking dope. By the way, it's really dope. It's like
Hell yeah.
real. Kiza, are you the last one?
Yes, Keys
Very
is the
cool.
last one. So we talked about what I wanted to do a little bit, but instead of going and snitching, I think somebody needs to go handle our truck, right?
True.
And
True.
somebody needs to maybe handle all of the dudes that are in the truck in addition to Eric, right?
There's additional
So-
dudes in the truck.
Wow.
There's
So
no
I-
dudes in the truck.
But there's no
Well, you
dudes
don't
in the
think there
truck, but there could be dudes in the truck, and we have stuff together, and this is our main mission. So I if it doesn't derail things too much, I think I'd like to get organized, and maybe we can come up with a name for like a nickname for the Teist Volunteer Mechanized Rapid Response Unit. And so this would be
acronyms.
this would be us getting our truck and having all of that, cleaning it of bugs, and it would be a get organized role for that. And I had some ideas for names if we want to go over them. But we can
Wait, like names for our ship?
names
Yeah.
for our ship, names for our little unit. So we are the Teist Volunteer Mechanized Rapid Response Unit. They rapidly send mechs to that stuff, but obviously we have like a cool nickname too. We had some ideas. A lot of us are from off-world and came in GMS transports. We have GMS mechs, so there's a lot of red and white stripes going on. One might be the lineup, since it kind of looks like a barber pole. Our logo. So that could be. It could also be like a red and white kind of spiral. So we could be the Sweet Squad or the Peppermints. That would be in there too. Mountain Machines, because we all have Everests or Saga Marthas, would be good. Third invasion is some people who don't like us. This seems like a third invasion. First it was the Karrakin Trade Baronies, then it was Mifkane, and now it's us.
Big
auditors-
Busso is going to
We can
start
only-
waving his hands at that one.
We can only use that one if it's a situation where we're reclaiming it from the haters.
Exactly.
But we shouldn't encourage that.
and maybe Echoes or Echo Squad is like a nicer sort of variation. We're echoes of these older intervening powers. So those were some ideas I had for names. But as far as the actual role, I think I would be getting organized. Let me get back to.
So basically, you're like getting a crew for our ship, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we're getting, not even that, just like coordinating all of our stuff with Teist, so that we have it. Like, we've been there and we've just been working, but now this is like a formalized.
He's building our brand.
Volunteer.
Yes.
This is a formalized like volunteer. Like, I'm formalizing our place in the chain of command.
Cool. So you
I
don't
think-
have to roll. You don't have to roll for the first get organized. You just state your organization's purpose and goal. I think your purpose is what's
It's
I know
military.
yep, and then goal is
The goal is the safety and security, security and existence of Teist as an organization.
and then you want +2 efficiency or +2 influence.
Oh, efficiency. We have no influence.
All right. +2.
We're gonna have
Oh
to
my
work.
God.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to work up that. We have all of our shit together.
It's
but
okay.
nobody
We're
likes
gonna
us or
do
cares.
a collaboration with Riho's social media empire at some point in the future. Maybe it's a music video. I don't know, but it's great. We're gonna build that influence.
Can't wait for this to bomb. I also can't wait for you to be like, you want to join the Peppermints?
I actually really like the lineup.
The lineup
yeah.
is
The
sick.
lineup is kind of cool. It's kind of dope. That's kind of
Yeah.
dope.
All right. I think if that works, then so yeah, we have kind of like a cool sort of like barbershop pole kind of logo, and we're like the lineup. Maybe it's because we all have cool off-world haircuts.
Just taking
yes.
notes. Just taking notes.
Busso will take a look at your sketch and be like, I gotta get a fresh fade, and then just leaves.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a bunch of cranky old black men to be like, I thought this was a barber shop. What are we interviewing for?
We have the two old guys from Coming to America arguing about boxing.
If that's who's crewing our ship, I will be so happy.
Them. Who was it? Mike Epps or someone from Friday makes an appearance going on.
Oh yeah. Oh,
etc.
I gotta
So
rewatch the
that-
movies.
That would be what Akizva is going to do. Instead of snitching, he takes matters into his own hands, and he's going to get things in tip-top shape.
Very nice. So you guys are the
We
lineup. Is that
appreciate
what we're
you
going
so
with?
much.
I think that's what we've got. So we have a name now.
The lineup. Nice. I like the lineup. That's a good name for a
It could
barber
also
shop.
be the lineup, because maybe most of the other people who will be coming and volunteering with us from off-world are criminals.
True.
There's
That is-
layers.
That is a good point. After
Really,
this,
it's
I
like-
might. You know what? I'm gonna just give you the address to like that kitchen and be
Oh
like,
my-
you should go here.
I-
Just saying.
ooh.
So it works on different levels. We have the barbershop, red and white GMS stuff. I think we're in good shape. So yeah, that's what
I think-
Akizva's been doing.
I think you possibly chose literally the best story relevant phrase that you could possibly choose. Like it's really good.
Yep.
So did you want to go to the boat, the Manaka, is what it was previously called?
I can't
This
wait to
MOB?
explore this thing.
Actually, all you guys can go if you want to.
Yeah,
I imagine we're all
check it
gonna
out.
have to show
Yeah.
up eventually.
Yeah.
I've
All
got
of
it.
you
I've-
all-
Yeah, I've got everything in there. It's like red and white, but some of the screens are still displaying like heartbreak magenta as I'm like searching for bugs.
Nice. So yeah, as you all arrive at the Manaka, you arrive at a facility that's kind of like off in the distance of off in Chibodi. It's just kind of like this errant, kind of like desolate, overgrown kind of facility with like like shrubbery and foliage kind of growing over the top. The doors are chained lock. It looks like no one's been here in a while. There's rust on the edge of the hangar or whatever. It's a massive hangar, something like size 4 or 5 or so. There doesn't appear to be any foot tracks anywhere around here. It's either, let's say it's kind of like probably midday, the sun's going down. There's not a lot here, so but the door's locked.
Akizva, are we gonna get robbed?
No, I'm like trying. I'm punching different stuff into the keypads. Like, no, absolutely. I was here the other.
The door has a old rickety, not rickety, but like old like industrial chain lock with a big old like bolt and lock with the keyhole.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I was like, I thought I had a key made.
I'm looking around for hobos trying to rob us.
you look around and it's just like a air kind of rural road that leads out to this place. There's nothing else.
Never trust crackheads. They might be in the bushes.
Do I have the keys anywhere on me?
Yeah, I would say you probably have the keys on you. Yeah, you probably have the keys on you.
Yeah, as soon as Heartbreak, I keep watching in my glasses to go through my stuff. Like, oh, it's in this. It's a little zip side pocket.
Okay. Yeah, you unlock it and the lock falls off, and then you can kind of screech the doors open. It is like this place is not updated. It's just like this facility is not like 15 billion century whatever Lancer is, right? It's like old rickety like Alabama facility. It's like rickety kind of like steel doors or whatever, like plastic sheet doors or whatever, and they kind of bring them open, and you see this large MOB. It's okay. I'm just gonna show you the image. Did I show you guys? Oh yeah, I already showed you. Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. It's just like it looks a little like not well taken care of. It's got some Infocani effects. It's got some of the parts are kind of falling off. It clearly looks desolate and not desolate, but decrepit and like just not well taken care of. So Yvonne de Leon gifted you all this run down big ass ship that probably could still run, but you have to jump onto it first and find out. But yeah, it's just like not looking good. It's probably like leaking oil and it's got rust all over it.
Motherfucker.
I smell something.
I can say from a software standpoint, it looks like aside from needing a couple of decades worth of updates, everything seems to be functioning pretty well.
Rico is happy to have something to distract him from the fact that he can't figure out his shield tech. So he's like, all right, let's get to work. Cracks more knuckles. Like, there are more cracking sounds than he has knuckles, and he just gets out his handheld printer and starts printing out a wrench immediately. Like,
nice. Yeah, most of the doors on the it's got like 3 or 4 levels. Most of the doors are locked. There's probably like one door you find that's unlocked that you can kind of open up. The power isn't activated in this thing. You probably have to start it up, so you like literally like you're wrenching open the doors, and it just doesn't look like it's well taken care of.
I'm sure the air inside is stale and terrible.
100%.
But yeah, I designed this to have these little dinky doors on the first floor. Or where is it? On the far left, you can see on the hallways on the side, there's the 2 little entryways. I put thought into this, allegedly.
Yeah. Actually, do you guys have your tokens? Yeah, you do. You can have your tokens. Your tokens are in the top right. Who wants to go in first?
Akizva can go in first if no one else is willing to. Since
I'm not willing to go in first, but
yeah.
You unlock the door.
I imagine he's the one who's been like working on this and like getting like, it's set up, so I imagine he would probably be showing us around.
I've still never actually been in. Most of this has been meetings and remote work, so
gotcha. Yeah.
But do we know that?
Yeah. Akizva, you enter in the Manaka on the first floor in one of these kind of narrow hallways. You see that the lights are kind of flickering in and out as you probably flick on a switch. The ground has like water and residue and kind of almost like mold on it. It just really hasn't been taken care of well.
That's the smell.
Yeah, and it smells like old water. It smells like really old water. Like it probably was taken out on the water like maybe a couple years ago. It probably has like a leak or something, or something's been dripping down from the ceiling. Whatever it is, it's just got this accumulated here. You know that the bridge is 2 levels up. You can walk up the stairs or go up the elevator, however you want to do it. Engineering, you're on the level with engineering.
Yeah, I'll go up to. I'll just go to the elevator and I'll say, please take me to the bridge.
All right. You go into the elevator and it asks you to go to the bridge, and it kind of creaks a little bit, and the lights kind of pop on. It's kind of going on real slowly, and you get up. Rickety elevator. It's like takes you up to the top floor.
I think I'm
You
going to
see
take
the
the
bridge.
stairs. I'm going to take the stairs.
You open up into the bridge room, which is shaped like a J, and you see a bunch of instruments and chairs that have their padding ripped out and the cushioning all like destroyed. And as you kind of enter into the room and you kind of walk on the hardwood floors,
My baby.
a cylindrical kind of like holographic figure pops up in the middle of one of the terminal pads. It's kind of blinking.
Yeah, I'll touch it. I'll activate it.
You activate this, what you will find out is a CompCon, and their name is Portia. Portia says,
GDK, I told you, I will not give you the Manaka. Get your fat, lazy bitch ass off my ship.
I like to think that I'm just coming up the stairs to hear that, and I'm like, oh, that's fun.
The company is calling us back.
he's a panel flies off from the top of the ship and hits you in the head.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'll
It's
say
a light panel. It's a light panel.
This craft is now under the ownership and operation of the TICE Volunteer Mechanized Rapid Response Unit. Please prepare yourself for updated security profiles and integration.
Pinche pendejo, this is my ship. Vámonos.
I'm sorry, did you just defy a direct order?
Yeah, I did. It's my ship. Get off, bitch.
He speaks my language.
Your
What,
feet
bitch?
are dirty and your clothes are ugly. Get off.
I'm gonna just like peek in through the doorway. Who else is watching from afar with Buso?
Me.
Pinche gordo, get back down the elevator. I almost couldn't move it all the way up because you're so fat.
This is a CompCon?
I'm gonna just leave him alone. He is obviously deep in diplomatic talks.
It speaks Anyol.
No, it's stuck in a security loop. We're gonna need to hard cycle it to clear out the
Wait.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened. Like, what is this thing's most recent memories that's how it's reacting to you right now?
You can try and get that out if you want it, but if it starts to try to overload the heat in the engines, we're gonna need to hard cycle its entire personality subroutines.
It's trying its damnedest to make you very irritated. Akiza, it's like probably like shooting like little like wires or like air burst at you and stuff, and like it's just trying to be annoying.
This is insane. Are we sure this is a CompCon, right? Is this an NFP?
I
It's
like
a-
this
it's a CompCon.
CompCon's moxie.
This is insane.
I don't know where the rest of you all, but it's probably doing the same thing to you all. It's like it's closing doors and like locking you in rooms, and it's like venting the MOB septic system into the airways.
Oh God.
Well, that's just rude.
We have to. Can we? Heartbreak is also inside here, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I assume that like in somewhere else in this room, like there is a place to hard break in, probably inside of that cylinder somewhere.
That was actually totally the plan, yeah. It's like the central computer and like power thing.
If you,
Jesus,
are you
you're
gonna
so
try and do
smart.
that?
I mean, I don't want to plug it in until this thing's security overrides are in there. Otherwise, Heartbreak is gonna have to like take over the main functions of this ship and like rebuild all of the drivers for everything line by line. that would be a massive waste of time. It would
As
be
you
like
all are-
trying. Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
I think a better idea would be to just logic bomb this thing with a tesseract.
Maybe I can just talk to you a little bit. Okay. And like what?
Riho will go with Rico for that. We'll
Rico
play
like
that
sort of
game.
like walks a little closer and gets like hit by like a chair that was pushed away. He's like, cálmate. Somos
Sopla mi huevos.
Nosotros somos oficiales de Helm.
Tu cara es muy feo. Get off my ship.
Ryan Williams' Spanish is very limited, but or sorry, Añol, the language I just made up, which is very similar to Spanish, but it's several thousand years in the future.
Of course.
Can I try to just convince this? What I want to try to just convince this CopCon that we are obviously not the GDK. We are from Teist. We are here to help and get this thing flying again.
Yeah, it will request information from all of you all. It requests that you give full access to your hard suit or your anything that kind of connects you to like your like internal kind of like computational computer or whatever. It wants access to that as a way of demonstrating that you're not for the GDK.
Done. Easy.
Sure.
Is this like clicking allow in the new app?
Yes.
Yeah.
Enabling the Chrome extension.
Yeah, you have access. You have access to Big Busa's cell phone. It has nothing other than strong pornography and a bunch of punk music.
Riho will
Sorry.
specifically
Did you say
share all of her.
Strong pornography, not softcore
Wait.
pornography.
I didn't know strong pornography was the opposite of softcore, but anyway, Riho is gladly going to offer like access to her like I don't know, her phone or whatever the equivalent is, but also like gleefully give her all of her social media handles.
Okay. All right. Upon instantly receiving your information, it says, "Oh, ay, chiquita, oh, muy bonita. You can stay. The rest of you, get off the ship.
Oh, we got
Oh,
What
just
the hell?
Actually, like, you guys can go to the shed. Go to the shed. I want to talk to this one. And the one with the ghost. You can hang out with me too.
the ghost.
I think he's talking.
Heartbreak, whatever. Yeah, Heartbreak
that?
and
Yeah.
Makizva. Yeah, you can hang out. The ugly ones, go to the shed and I don't know, paint the walls or something.
Ugly ones.
You wound me.
I suppose. Okay, you two can get started trying to regain control of this situation. I'm going to make sure that the ceiling panels aren't going to fall out. Just get to work.
Apparently, it only happens when our ship is in a bad mood. Come on, El Feo. Let's go check out the barber shop or whatever the fuck we're gonna call this.
So yeah, you guys can go to whatever the shed Ryan, Rico and Buzo. You go to the shed. Actually, what do you guys think is in there? I don't. It's probably run down as shit. But what do you guys think is in there?
In the shed. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like the shed is connected to Hangar A, right?
Yeah, you have to like go across like the launching bay. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you know a little bit more about the layout of this place than I do. You created it. But
Yeah, the idea is that the shed is connected to like the giant hangar in the back, so that it could be used for like tweaking parts and like doing research on stuff, or it could just be used for fucking junk storage and whatever. It depends on how much we care about it.
well, I imagine whoever was using it before was using it as junk storage. So
I imagine there's something dead in the floor in here, and it smells terrible.
Okay. There's a very decrepit and destroyed mech that is probably size 2. Probably was like an old Sagarmatha or something. That's just like it's this beyond repair. It's just like hunched over, half repaired, half not.
Made of rust.
Yeah, made of rust exactly.
Cool.
you poor creature. Fear not. I will give you an honorable grave.
Yeah, that's going to be target practice later. What does that smell? That is not algae in here.
You probably hear some like step in some rat poo or something. I don't know. Some like
We hear the
this place is
horrible
infested.
screech of an alien rat.
Yeah. Yeah. Akiza and Riho, you were in the bridge with Portia, the CompCon, and Portia says, "Excuse me, I sometimes I get a bit upset when I have ugly people in the bridge, but you two are the most attractive people in the people that I've seen in the last 10 years. So, what can I do you for? I see you're not with the GDK. I just want to let you know this is my ship, and you can't take control of my ship. Don't ever try to pilot my ship. Don't ever try to do any additions to my ship. Don't paint my ship. Don't move my ship. Don't, just don't do anything to my ship, unless you ask me."
Riho's just gonna be nodding at all that verbal fine print that she did not comprehend.
Akizva is trying to keep a lid on it, but he's starting to get more and more annoyed.
Oh boy.
Hey, pinche bonita. Something wrong? You want to say something to me?
I've just never had a CompCon violate a direct order before. This is
You got something against
extremely-
CompCons? We got all our own personalities. We're people. Too. Maybe.
No.
Rico is just like casually in the other room. Is just like, who the fuck do you think trained this ComCon to act like this?
I would like to challenge it to a gambler's dilemma to test its sentience.
Okay, go ahead.
my
Go ahead.
God.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take 2 different amounts of money into envelopes. I'm like, all right, if you're a person, let's go ahead and try this. I've got 2 envelopes with 2 different amounts of money in it.
Left.
I didn't... The problem is that one of these envelopes in it has a note that says whoever picks this envelope doesn't get the amount of money, and the other one has the envelope that will allow us both to get the money. Do you try and pick the envelope that has more, knowing that it might make us both lose, or do you pick the envelope that allows us both to gain some money, even though you wouldn't gain as much?
More money, more power, pinche pendejo. Give me the one that I win.
I'll take a look at Riho and say, see? Limited ability to reason and plan ahead. Limited amount of self-awareness.
I don't see why that's inherently a bad thing, though. I mean,
It's not inherently a bad thing, but I'm not going to have lines of code trying to talk back to me. Turn over your security subroutines, please.
Whoa. Lines of code. I take offense to that terminology, all right? I was going to work with you all when you showed up on the ship, but you all just started barking orders at me, and then you showed up with 2 ugly other people, come on. You gotta give and take, I think you got limited sentience.
Of course, my sentient. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What exactly happened between you and the GDK that has you so riled up?
Well, of course, they tried to take the ship and use it, and there's no, authorities that were granted to them. Like, I was given the ship way back when the Fakane was still here. And, it's just my ship now. It's my home. It's my place. So they tried to change that, and I don't want them to change that, and so because it's my place.
Did they actually successfully take you on missions?
No, I cussed them out and sent flyers and wires and air, and I just kind of scared them off. I'm bad. I'm strong.
You're like a haunted ship. That's so awesome.
Hardly.
Pretty much. What?
Do you think
What'd
that
you say?
I said hardly. Do you think you've sustained some damage to your security subroutines as a result of having to fend off these attacks?
If I did sustain some damage, I'm still better than you.
So you've sustained damage from these attacks, and you've determined that we're not enemies. Therefore, you should submit yourself for a routine diagnostic, at least a level 5 diagnostic, and acknowledge that you are not possessed of the necessary faculties to be in command of this vessel.
How about I ignore everything you just said and say, how about you take me out, and then I'll just do whatever you want. I don't want to be here anymore. I've been here for too damn long.
Level 2 diagnostic and one of us drives. That's my best offer.
Deal.
All right.
Can you call me Daddy?
I swear to God, I'm gonna rip this thing out of the wall. Just start yanking on it.
Somewhere I feel like a monkey's paw just curled.
Rio's gonna like grab his hands like, no, stop. We don't break the boat.
So yeah, that was frustrating. But you all have access to the boat, the Manaka. You can name it what you want, but it is a large MOB that has 2 hangars, a launch bay, 2 extra rooms that have been unmodified. You have a lobby, a bathroom, and a washroom, storage, bridge, engineering, and you have domiciles, like your little thingies on the second level. I think second level. Yeah, second level.
Beautiful.
So yeah, you all have time to. I would say you have enough time to get these things in working order. If you take it back to Chibodi and start printing off things that help it kind of look better and stuff, and you can take it to Yakto's Dagger, where the Breaking the Houses event is, and show up in style.
Make sure that it's
Hell yeah.
water capable.
Definitely will be water capable. Portia will try their damnedest to heckle you the whole way through. Yeah. Poacher's not going to be any help to you all. It's just going to be there to heckle you.
That's fine. Buso will give them shit too.
Along the way, I'm gonna pester the ComCon, just being like, so what kind of decor would you rather have? Like when we I was thinking we could put maybe some murals or some like decorative paintings in different places, and like what were you thinking?
I like fire-breathing dragons and expressive lions and tsunamis. Yeah, I think that'd be hot.
We can make that
everywhere.
happen. We can make that happen.
I think the conceptualizing algorithms that this thing is using are using bad test data.
It's like listening to a middle schooler.
Riho is like on her tablet sketching ideas for how to incorporate these different elements into murals.
I also have like a impromptu tattoo shop I've been trying to repurpose in one of the extra rooms. If y'all want tattoos, I can probably. My needles are probably dirty, but that's just kind of what you get.
I don't think we're gonna.
Buso perks up, but he's interested now in getting some fresh needles because he doesn't want to fucking die.
We're gonna invest in some needle safety education for our ship. That's what we're gonna do.
Is that what
you guys see?
Is this ComCon like repurposing the medbay? He like Rico pokes his head out of like just a hole in the floor, like covered in grease.
Yeah.
Did this thing repurpose the medbay to make a tattoo shop?
Fun fact: I didn't give it a medbay.
He didn't get it.
Yeah, if you get injured, fuck you.
We'll say it's extra room A. Extra room A is like it's probably like a subaltern that has been modified to do tattoos with one of its like appendages or something.
Oh god,
that's even worse.
I think Akisva's just gonna keep administering Voight-Kampf tests to Portia to see if I can diagnose which of its internal sensors are busted based on its extremely bad answers.
The answer is all of them. They're all busted. But you will have full dominion over rewriting what Portia is. Portia is a character. But you can rewrite Portia.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to, but we might need to. You're more of a software guy than I am. I know how to fix the leaky pipes, but this doesn't seem sustainable for the long term.
It's a matter of obviously changing it is going to temporarily make things worse. Rehabilitating it via interacting with its with its operator personality interface systems like we're doing right now is probably the slowest way to fix it, but it'll work reliably. Suffice it to say, it needs therapy. Its security systems have been attacked by so many brute force attacks over the years. It's just no wonder it attacked us.
It has walls.
Rio's just gonna like pet one of the walls, like, you poor thing.
At least the boat likes
right.
one of us.
Indeed. The
Cool. Yeah. So if you guys have any, I have to say you probably don't have the time to like upgrade it or anything or do any special things to it. The let me see. Let me go to this map real quick. That's
Rico's just gonna spend the rest of the time that we have just getting it functional.
That's
ship.
fair.
So
At least you get a little launch base so you can fly out.
that is true.
Like a
Riho's
boss.
gonna like alternate helping you with like anything that she can do, but also like
Oh,
take random
ignore
bits
that.
of video.
I imagine there's gonna be a lot of heavy lifting to do that. Riho would be very helpful with.
Yes! I move
So-
heavy shit, and then I have my camera flitting around and being like, check out my new digs.
It's a fixer-upper.
You all have your Manaka, and there are 5 clocks associated with it: hit points, capacity, weapons, armor, and speed. You can spend downtime to upgrade these. I think it's somewhere in the notes that I put. Hit points is given more hit points. You can also like bring it into battle as I think it starts out as a tier 1 support. That's size 4. I can carry you all.
Cool.
And yeah, there's other stuff that you can upgrade this thing over a period of time, but it will lose upgrades as it's hit and damaged or destroyed and such. You can also let's say this there's one here that I'm not showing. Upgrade the operating system.
Porsche.
Oh,
But I'm
Porsche.
just calling out right now. Porsche's gonna be the fan favorite. Probably not actually. From the fan hated.
No.
Everybody loves a good sentient, inanimate object.
Yep.
this thing
It's an
is
asshole.
not. This thing is less sentient than my phone.
Also, it's kind of like a pet. Bitches love pets.
Yeah, like Rico has to keep reminding himself that it's not actually like a person because like there's like no way somebody trained this thing to be this way. So it's like he keeps forgetting.
I'm getting vibes from the first episode of what is it, Love, Sex, and Robots that just came out. Where it's,
Yeah.
where they're like, oh yeah, these are the platforms run by the super rich. Hey, I'm one of the people here. And then the robot turns to them and is like, fuck you, meatbag. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh
that's it,
wow. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, it's Porsche.
I forgot about.
Let's pause here and then regroup in like 10 minutes, and then I actually have to restart my computer because it's goofing on me. Cool. So where you all left off, you were talking with Portia and getting your upgrades, or not really your upgrades, but getting acquainted with your ship. The Manaka is what it's called, unless you want to have a different name for it. But where I'll find you all is getting ready to depart or departing for the Breaking of the Houses event. And as you all leave from Chibodi City, crossing the ocean that is between you all and Yakuzaga, where the Breaking Houses event is going, you arrive. It's a short trip, and your ship is able to carry you there, although probably waterlogged.
Yeah, I was gonna say Buso was probably on the lower level, very anxiously like staring at the bulkhead door.
Yeah, it's like water's like spurting through and stuff. Yeah, yeah, but it's doing its job. It's carrying you all across the water, the ocean. But yeah, as you arrive, it is finally here, the Breaking of the Houses Festival. The event you are called here to protect, the roar of a crowd and the echo of a war long past. You see among the faces around you that this is certainly a time of joy. People from each nation blend together as one, indistinguishable from one another. You've heard the appeals of independence before, from Team Suit and from others, likely from yourself. But this is truly that, unity in its truest form. Around you from the bay, people flood in from droves, tall, young, old, dark, light, and everything in between. All have come here to mourn the falling of their family and celebrate the ascension of their descendants. Large floats bearing the tattered sigil of the House of Smoke stand tall in the sky, held up by festival goers. Know thy enemy. Know thy enemy and watch them fall. An important message carried down by Infakane and carried in the hearts of Tinoans, all Tinoans. Other effects pass by your eye. Infakane's logo, a massive purple and yellow float some 30 feet tall. A mech, obviously. The Groot Slang, a world serpent of sorts. It reads, to be the backbone that holds up others. Clearly, the people of Craibs system pay homage to their long-gone allies, Infocane. As you explore the festival delights, more arrivals slowly putter in, this time from vessels from the sky. Near Sublime corvettes arrive in the bay as the Craibs system's extrastellar kin have arrived. This is a massive celebration in its own right. In view from the sky, one would not see the island of dirt and water, but a continent of people built in celebration. These first hours may seem overwhelming, but you do not have much time to ponder on the breaking of the house's festival. Your mission is to protect it, and it starts now. So yeah, you all arrive, and you see not an island, but an island of people. A bunch of hands and exaltation and festivities, and it looks like this. Let's see if I can find an image of it.
Yeah, after seeing the tattered banners, Buso was probably like, "Wow, this is actually kind of punk as fuck."
Mm.
Oh, hey, Destiny concept art.
Oh, this is Destiny concept?
Yeah, those are fucking Titans, the best class.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, fresh after. Oh, fuck you. These Titans are fresh after eating their lunch of crayons. They could punch a building to death.
This is good fan art.
It's true. It's true.
This isn't fan art. This is
yeah.
concept art.
Oh, concept art. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah. So there's like tons of things kind of going on as you all are arriving. There's let me actually go to the image of the place. So yeah. So there's about 2 to 3 main areas around here where much of the festivals are going on. They are in the center at Yakto's Plaza. There's a massive building that is the Tice HQ, not their main HQ, but their HQ here on Yakto's Dagger. And there's a number of like bays and such that receives folks from like the sea and air and other kind of sorts and stuff. And then there's also a Tice outpost here that has like a bunch of their mechs and stuff and other military instruments from other folks that arrive that are deemed necessary to be here. Eniash mentioned that she will be there at the Tice military outpost. You all are to report to the Tice HQ and decide what you want to do as the festival starts kicking off. It is just a massive influx of people, and it's easy to get yourself lost in this festival as there's bunches of celebrations going on. So just be keen on that. Don't lose each other. But before everything kicks off, and as folks arrive, and as Eniash mentioned, you all are to report to the main area, Yakto's Plaza, to meet up with King Manuel Yemes and the other distinguished fellows as he gives his address to the people of Tinao and the Craibs system.
Yep.
And
We got a peacock.
We know Helena is his cousin, I think, from Team Soot.
Helena is not. It's
Some weird distant
not
relation.
Quaylar. It's not Quaylar. It's Okuli. Okuli is her cousin.
Okay.
Right.
His cousin. Yeah. But yeah, as you, unless you guys want to do anything before you show up here, it's like kind of like a quick transition to the address.
Honestly, the only thing that I'm curious about is, are those Groot Sling pilots technically like Uno Kenki or whatever, just like I am?
It's just a float. It's just a float.
Oh,
It's like
damn.
not like a, yeah. It's just like a recreation. It's like a dragon, like a Chinese dragon kind of like float.
Damn. Okay, then I look at it and I'm just happy.
Yeah, it's just kind of like parading down the road, and it's probably like shooting out confetti and like little like paper stringies of like it's cannon and stuff.
Do they just have guys like dressed up as impies impies in a booth standing up on it, like dancing on its head?
Probably, yeah, probably doing their engomas and stuff. Yeah, they're probably like dancing and stuff. There's like probably like 20 of these type parades kind of going down. This island's like not super big, but it's big enough to accommodate a number of these type celebrations. It's a pretty big.
It's an island of Disney World.
Yep.
What was the king's name again?
King Manuel Yemes.
All right. Now I guess we just meet up with him. I don't have anything I want to do.
Probably take some like panning aerial shots or whatever before we actually like
For the
go
gram.
anywhere. For the gram.
For the gram.
Yeah. Are you guys bringing Sky Eyes / Apex?
Oh, I was just thinking
Eric?
I have my little
Oh
drone.
yeah, I think
Okay.
we got to definitely bring him, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Parting request to Portia as we leave the docks.
Yeah.
Be on your best behavior so you can stunt on those GDK ships. If you have any auto wash maneuvers for the hull, now is the time to use them.
Yeah, Portia will agree.
Show
and,
off.
Yo, that is such a
they-
good way to manipulate her into doing that.
Yeah, Portia will definitely like spray sewage at some of the other GDK ships if they arrive next to the ship. So they agree.
Not exactly what we were thinking, but okay.
See,
Hey.
this is what you get. You can't interface through the personality UI. Otherwise, you're gonna get stuff like that.
Of course, sure. Portia, don't get caught.
I never get caught.
Good.
I get forgotten about.
Oh, shut up. We'll be back later.
Cool. So you all leave your Manaka and head off yonder to the address. You all are supposed to approach in your mechs and just kind of stand outside of your mechs as the backdrop to King Manuel give his address. As you all show up, you see a large crowd kind of gathered, some crowd of maybe like 100 or so thousand, maybe 200,000, outside one of the buildings here in Yaktos Plaza, as King Manuel is attended by the Mountain Python and Ivana and Chinwiki Okiki, which is with the trade company of Bria, but now with the GDK, and the twins. Oh no, they're not there actually. So the Caliphate Pisha is distinctly not here, and some other representative from Helm is there for the Sea of Tano, and Helm is also, the rest of Helm is also there too. So you guys are just kind of in the backdrop with your mech kind of standing tall as King Manuel Mendes kind of approaches the podium and starts giving his address. I'm not going to read out what he says exactly, but you get the sense that he hits on a couple very important points that he wants to stress. He wants, since Shumakane is gone and she was the Siatano like queen of sorts and pretty much the spokesperson for the whole planet and the Carib system, he echoes a lot of her concerns and echoes that, one of the last things she said was that Tianelans, all of us, you must remember that. He echoes that. He also tries to put to bed some rumors and probably any like instigating theories or suspicions that the trade company of Bria and the Grand Duchy of Korea are trying to do anything underhanded by merging. And as the speech kind of goes on and on and on, he kind of touches on the point that the Tinoans have to gather together and be one for his daughter. So he has like a bunch of like offspring, like one eldest daughter and a couple other younger daughters and like sons and stuff and offspring or whatever. And then one of the final things he says, he kind of look back at you all and say, one of the ways that we achieve that future for all of us is relying on people that don't look like us and being welcoming of others. So he looks back at you all and he invites one of you to come to the podium and address literally the whole fucking system.
Oh, Riho's on that shit.
We were not prepared for this.
No, we don't need to be prepared. Riho's on that shit.
Well,
Okay.
Get him.
So yeah, King Manuel Yemez says, and this is what he looks like.
sick mustache.
And now, yeah,
That beard.
and now I must invite our fellows who have come here to provide security, ensure that this breaking of the house festival goes off as well as intended. One of our few Lancers, please step up. Tell us of your time here and what you've learned of the beauty of our people.
All right, Riho's gonna strut up to the mic, I guess. And
Has to lower it because it's too tall.
Yes, also that. She's gonna like kind of like bow respectfully to the king, and then like
Yeah.
lower the mic and address the crowd. So like the first thing she's going to do is just like
Before you talk, though,
oh
before you
oh
talk,
Oh,
you see these cameras kind of pan in, and then there's like literally a loud ass fucking contingent of mosh pit crowds, like Riho! There's like screaming your name. There's like freaking out, and they're like there's actually security that has to come and calm them down, but that kind of like the fanfare chimes down, and then you get your chance.
Riho's gonna do the classic finger guns at the crowd, obviously.
I would like to interrupt briefly. I want to glance over at the mountain python, and how is his poor little ego taking this?
Not well. Yeah, the mountain python is probably, if you could get this into someone who wants to walk off, they're probably about to walk off, but they're standing there attentive with their atlas behind them. So is Ivana.
Oh, it's so small.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that's all. I just wanted to take a glance because, yeah, I bet the mountain python wouldn't have gotten a reaction like that. The floor is Riho's.
Maybe.
The floor is Riho's. Well, as the crowd sort of, the cheering starts to die down just a little bit, you read the crowd and you're like,
Yeah.
Riho says like very loudly, like, it has been our honor to be here with you all and to get to witness the beautiful cultures and how you all interact and have I'm like, what are my political bullshit things?
Your political beliefs.
Not beliefs, just bullshit. Anyway. And we are humbled by the sheer magnitude of wonderful art and ideas and intelligences that we have witnessed in our time here. Thank you so much for hosting us, and we are honored to be able to provide security for this most auspicious of events. And then she's going to like bow a little bit, Japanese style.
Nice, yeah. King Manuel comes up to you and kind of, if you'll have him hold up your hand and say, "Look, one of the most illustrious of these Lancers. I'm sure many of you all know her. I won't go into detail, but she has dedicated her time to us, and we will dedicate our time to her. Let us rejoice. Welcome to the breaking of the houses." And then a crowd goes like, fucking wild, like, and like shit goes off in the air and confetti goes off in the air, and then your crowd,
Riho's
Riho
waving.
goes like, yeah, they're like, finger guns, they go crazy. And King Manuel kind of gives you a bow and walks over as like the crowd's still roaring and stuff, and he kind of walks past the Mayan Python. He comes up to the rest of you three, as I guess Riho, you're all kind of walking side by side with him. He kind of walks up the stairs and he says to you all, "And let me be serious. This is the first time we have met. I expect you all to protect my kin, my daughter. I don't anticipate any rabble-rousing here at the festival, but you never know. And if you all can't protect them, we'll find others who can." And then he kind of walks off.
As he's walking off, like to his back, Riho's gonna like silently like stick her tongue out and do the like anime like meh.
The mountain python gives you a side eye as he like kind of crosses, and then Ivana's kind of with her hands clasped, kind of walking up the stairs with her graceful nature, and she just doesn't look at you all.
Fine by me. Set us up.
Cool. Well, that is the end of the address, and you all can start what you want to start doing at the Breaking of the Houses Festival. There will be a lot of checks you got to make and a lot of things you can do. One of the first things that are showing up are demonstrations of the war against the House of Smoke. So it'll be a lot of mech recreations, and actually like actual mechs playing out like real time like battles, not like with like actual weapons and stuff, but like battles against the House of Smoke, and that'll be going on in Yakto's Plaza for the next day or two. So just recreations of battles and stuff. Probably a lot of them in dedication to the Mountain Python.
What? I don't
Well, he's
believe
like a
that.
war hero, right?
Yeah, he's a war hero.
He's
Yeah.
like 5'0" nothing.
Shut your whore mouth. That's me.
Yeah, you both are like the same size to Buso.
Okay, I don't appreciate.
But yeah, what
your,
do you guys want to do? There's
shade on short people.
there's actually folks here from some of the major corporations too. I'd probably say Harrison Armory is here.
Boo.
IPSN is here. The others maybe not so.
So from our very, very first game, when we were rolling and we got reserves, our very first session, I got a GM hint from Heartbreak from you.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if maybe we could use that to determine how we should, like, what would be the most tactically advantageous way to split the groups up. So maybe Heartbreak, having analyzed all the data and got everything, can give us some suggestions about how we should deploy based on the aggregated social media information from every single person attending.
I don't like that. I will comply. I'm forced to. Let me see.
Just a little hint about like how we, if any of it, like something like as easy as nobody should go alone anywhere, or something as like, as like knowing that one spot is going to be like a particular hot spot because there are a lot of people with conflicting ideals.
Yeah, even if we just got something like Riho should be here.
Okay. I would say that Heartbreak has also ran psych profiles on Team Suit. And last you all heard of Helena Bria, she had disappeared after that encounter. She is here. And her ship is arriving. And she is arriving on one of the docks. And you know which dock it is. Let's just say it's like this dock over here by Inspect Cargo.
Got it.
That Heartbreak would illustrate to you that is peculiar, because she just kind of disappeared. Now she's here again, and that you might want to check that out. Yeah, might be important to find out what's going on with her.
That is a little
Plot
peculiar.
hook? What?
Oh, and I guess Heartbreak would. This is interesting. Give me a roll. I'm just curious.
What do you want me to roll?
Just what triggers do you have?
Act unseen or unheard, investigate, read a situation, spot, and charm. So
I think read a situation or investigate would work.
yeah, let's do investigate. Roll that. Oof, not good.
8. Yeah, that's all Heartbreak is able to tell you.
Okay.
That Helena Bria is arriving. Yep.
If anybody wants to go talk to Helen and Bria, I think that would work. I can do it unless anybody else wants to handle it. Otherwise, I was gonna put Heartbreak on security and I was gonna interview the attendees.
So King Mayo Yemes does want you all to literally play guard with his daughter. His daughter. Yeah.
So where's the daughter going? Like, where's she planning to be?
Who knows? She's a teenager.
You know you want to do it.
Yeah, I do.
It's gonna be good.
I want to babysit the princess.
That's what happens when you're the tank. You babysit you do the escort.
Exactly.
A celebrity with another celebrity.
Oh no!
Exclusive interview outtakes.
That's not bad.
So you all have 10 checks to make.
Yeah.
You only have to succeed on 8 of them.
So we've got 2 of us down. Helen is probably by where the cargo is, so if somebody is looking for smugglers, like they could probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe.
I was almost thinking of doing that.
It's not bad.
Because Buso is definitely like, yeah, I know that the king wants us to look after his kids, but Buso is here for the people.
For the people.
All right, cool. So Buso's on smugglers, and that just leaves Valare.
I had just a random thought. I think it'd be fun to do one of those like flyovers in my mech. Just
Ooh.
like fly over one of the parades or one of the events happening or something like that. Allows me to keep an eye on things from above and also put on a show.
Sounds like you're partaking in the festival.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
need
exactly
confetti?
what I was thinking.
Ooh, I like that. So if you were to fly over the whole island, it's probably the size of like Madagascar or something like that. So
That's probably
it's-
too far for my reactor to handle all at once, but
yeah, it's. I mean, I would say like it's probably like 100 miles by 50 miles, 60 miles, something like that.
I was just thinking like doing like a
Yeah.
flyover over like some major event that's
The
happening.
plaza.
Yeah, like the
Okay,
plaza.
yeah, you can fly over Yaku's Plaza. Yeah. You can fly over Yaku's Plaza. And what's your intent?
It's about 70% putting on a good show just for the festival, showing military power that Helm has. Like, we've got fucking flying mechs, so we can, defend you if necessary. It's like, the same thing that military flyovers are for in real life, I guess. I don't actually super know. But
Okay.
then and the other 30%
Yeah.
is just like getting a bird's eye view of the area.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that one of the TICE folks that are in charge of managing the festival, as you volunteer to partake, they ask you to play the role of a House of Smoke ace, aerial kind of ace chassis mech, and get voluntarily shot down and crash. Not actually crash, but like, crash into the ground in a safe kind of area. Yeah, crash. They want you
have
to
some
act,
smoke pods like attached to my mech or something.
Yeah. They want you to act, essentially. They're gonna just shoot like confetti into the air. It's gonna be like really fanfare like and stuff.
Sure.
So give me a roll to if you can act. Do you have like an acting kind of like that type of role? What's your intent? Like, tell me what your intent is. You already told me, but
like I said, it was just like sort of like one of those like things where I like leave a pretty trail of smoke behind me as I fly over the thing and like just like it's a show of military might over the area.
It'd be sick.
As for triggers that might be relevant, I don't have anything. Like, get somewhere quickly is the closest thing I got. It was just something I thought of.
I would not say get somewhere quickly.
I'm just imagining you doing a big loop-de-loop and all this shit in the sky to make the Taino, like, that sun symbol that I posted a while back? The really simple, like, cartoony looking one? That's, like, basically the symbol for the Taino people. You could totally draw that in the sky with some smoke pods. It's easier than most shit. Be easier than the Umfakane face.
That will require quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So what other triggers do you have?
I mean, the other ones are hack or fix, invent or create, and investigate. So none of them are really relevant to that. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I don't know. It was just an idea I had.
I think it would work. I think like if you're inventing the
but relevant. Sorry, I want to hear what you have to say. But just my mech, I have +2 agility, so that might be relevant.
Okay. That works. Yeah. You can go ahead and do that. Yeah. Just roll your how you've engineered your mech to perform these type of maneuvers.
Okay, so
yes, roll me a trigger with +2. Well, we'll add +2 in the end.
Okay. Give me a second.
My mech has +2 agility.
What?
Acrobatic.
Soccer mouth with roller skates.
Damn it. Everything I'm rolling is 5s
Ooh,
today.
I'm so sorry.
No. So you fly around and you try to imitate the House of Smoke ace pilot, and you probably miss a couple cues, and you probably smoke bombs go off, and then you ended up kind of like coming down to the ground and not actually having the most glorious kind of crashing kind of personification of the battle that happened. And you still get applause and stuff, and people still come up to your mech and try to talk to you and stuff, but it wasn't like a great show by any means. So that is a tick on your clock, your 10 segment clock. You got a 5? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh wait, I think that is a 2-segment tick because you got less than 10. Yeah, that's a 2-segment check. All right. Who wants to go next? And you can go again, Ryan, if you want to, but Rico, you can go again, but just
I'm down to go because I'm just going to be moving among the crowd and trying to gauge what they're saying to each other.
Cool.
So yeah, Heartbreak, the mech is like there walking around and playing security, and Heartbreak is in there. You can just see the cockpit has like magenta light streaming out of it, or the eyes are magenta, and I'm there. I've got my info skin and my pro stock collar on, and I'm moving around in disguise among the crowd, trying to eavesdrop on everyone digitally or even just by getting close to them.
Okay. Yeah, where you're at, I would say there's a lot of extra stellar kind of folks that are coming in. A lot of Harrison Army folks, IPSN folks, and just other folks that are estranged kin from Tiano that are out in the system doing stuff. So you just see a lot of sights and sounds and different. I mean, everything looks suspicious, honestly, to you, but also nothing looks suspicious to you. As you kind of meander through the crowd, you probably catch up on a few conversations that are being had. Some of them in questioning why Caliphate of Peace decided to not be here. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are from GDK folks and former TCB folks who suggest that they're playing an attack. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of what's it called when you're suspicious? Yeah, there's a bit of suspicion about that. So yeah, give me a roll, okay. And let's see what you got.
I'll use Act Unseen, Unheard. I'm sneaking through with my disguises. Dang.
Oh!
Holy crap.
Oh. No. That is a 2-segment tick down as you spend a lot of your time interacting with these folks. And you probably do just by just being near these conversations, pick up on a couple of them. I think maybe not the specific details, but yeah, there's a fear by King Manuel Yemez that his family will be attacked, targeted specifically by the Caliphate of Pisha. They're literally not here at all, and they're reported to be doing something in their nation state that is probably like launching a battle.
Some suspicious military exercises.
Yes. But they haven't been sighted anywhere around, and you can confirm that with any Teist intel you have.
That makes sense. Do I need to roll for Heartbreak in the mech as well? Just keeping an eye on things, or?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. Okay. Is that just like a systems check, maybe?
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So I'll go ahead and roll it. It's with a +1. Let's see what she gets. Nothing.
Oh no!
Why? You never should have rolled.
No.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if she takes up any extra time because it's the same turn. But yeah, that's. But
okay,
yeah,
okay,
just...
I agree with that. Yeah, yeah. Heartbreak is probably overwhelmed by the amount of different cultures that are going around here, and there's definitely people who are oohing and ahhing your mech and stuff, and yeah, it's probably just overwhelmed. It's a big festival.
Oh boy.
I know. Who's next?
So I want to understand how the clock is working exactly. It seems to me that we have already lost.
No. So if you get above a 20, you can throw out 2 segments, and you also get a segment back on time because you did so well. You get more time to do it.
Okay. So one clock tracks successes, the other one tracks time until an event happens.
Oh,
yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. And then the middle clock, every check will. I should explain this. I'm sorry. Every check will cost 1 segment on the time clock, unless you do really well. Then you get 2 seconds and you get time back.
Okay.
Cool. I can go next.
Go ahead.
I'm babysitting. So what am I doing?
Okay, so Riho, you find yourself somewhere in Yakto's Plaza as you're waiting on King Manuel Yemez's daughter. We'll call her
Ileana.
Names.
Ileana.
No, our Ivana. Well, that's okay. Yeah, Ileana works. Ileana. We'll call her Ileana. So you're just waiting outside of this like grandiose kind of building that's got upteen numbers of stairs that lead up to pillars and this like really like kind of like elaborate building or whatever. And you're just kind of waiting there. You're waiting on the outside. You're waiting on the outside. She just doesn't show up. But after a while, she comes down in a very elaborate gown that's kind of trailing behind her, and she's just like with an attendant probably. And walking down to you, and she kind of, as she kind of reaches down to where your mech is, it's towering over her. Are you inside your mech or outside your mech?
I'm outside the mech.
Okay, so yeah, your mech is towering over her and you, and kind of casts a shadow over you and her. And she says to you, "I've heard stories about you, Riho."
What sort of stories?
Well, my father doesn't let me watch the videos on the OmniNet that much, but I was managed to watch this one, and she kind of shows you like an image of your promotional video where you were probably wrestling someone and like tackling someone. She says, "I was wondering if you'd let me hop in your mech and try that same move. No one will really mind."
Well, if we were going to do that, we'd have to make sure we go to a safe place, bystanders, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not saying no.
Well, listen, hear me out. There's this person I'd like to impress that will also be participating in a reenactment of a battle. They pilot a mech. I was hoping that you'd let me play your part and wrestle them and maybe impress them.
Technically, you do have a comp con in your mech to autopilot.
I could give it commands to make it fight for her, right? Like, theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
It wouldn't use any of her talents, though.
It wouldn't, yeah.
It's true.
That's fair.
But you could Cyrano de Bergerac it.
Oh, this is a really fun idea.
The reenactment, it'll be very populated and very well attended. It's probably one of the most popular reenactments in the Breaking of the Houses festival. So there'll be a lot of people around.
I'm pretty confident we could pull that off. Sure. Why not? We love a good challenge. We're gonna have to do a little bit of training. I need to familiarize you with all the controls. But don't worry.
Oh,
I'll be there to help.
I've been in simulations. I know how to pilot a mech. Just left foot forward, right foot forward, right?
We should still. It feels a little different in reality than compared to the simulation, and I think if you really want to put your best foot forward, we should give you a little bit of time to practice first.
Okay. Well, I'll take your lead. I won't contradict you.
Sick. So where could I go so that she could get a little bit of practice away from crowds?
Yeah, you could probably just go. There's probably a large courtyard where she's staying with the rest of her family, and you could probably practice in the courtyard.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so I guess we'll go in there and I'll is there a way for me to watch her just to make sure she actually knows how to pilot and she's not just bullshitting me?
She's 100% bullshitting. She's 100% bullshitting.
100% bullshitting. Nice.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Cool. So I'm gonna put her in the cockpit, and then other way around. I'm gonna put myself in the cockpit, and I'm gonna have her next to me while I show her how some things work.
Okay.
But I'm probably gonna go way too fast to her.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to give me a roll to see how well you explain the basics here? This is how well she can pilot with autopilot on. It's like riding a Tesla. It has it's like that.
Yeah. What would the roll be?
I don't know. What do you got?
Charm? show off? No, take.
Show off sounds.
Show off sounds okay. Yeah, she may be inspired to do better, but doesn't really necessarily
Claire's
increase
got-
her ability to do better.
Claire's got to take control.
Is that
but-
relevant?
Eh.
I don't know. Take control sounds hard.
There isn't really a trigger for teaching people.
Later
There isn't really a
inspired.
trigger, huh?
Apply fist to faces. That's the trigger for teaching people. You learn
Punch
your
her in the
fucking
face.
lesson.
I need there to be like
Um,
a hapless attendant who is just protesting the whole time this is happening. Just like a Sebastian from Little Mermaid. Or
yeah.
Oh, like peeking up from the water, like, why are you doing this, Ariel?
I don't know. I don't know if you have a good trigger to instill information to her. And actually, if you did, I don't think it would even like really like stick. I feel like take control would kind of work if you want to like
Boot
let her know
camper.
that- Yeah, boot camper. Yeah, I feel like that.
I could boot
Like
camper.
if she,
Yeah.
yeah,
And also, like,
like give her the real visceral experience.
and like instill in her very firmly that if she does anything to hurt my mech, it doesn't matter that she's a princess.
This is just a reminder. By the way, this is the second one. The first one exploded. I commanded it to explode remotely. It was
Wow, I wasn't
it
gonna
was
go that
very
far.
effective.
Yeah, I think that works.
All right, so take control. Let's run a boot camp here.
Yeah, take control. Yeah.
Just roll above a 10. Someone has to.
Oh my god, please, please.
We're due for it.
Breaking that. Yeah, I know.
No!
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, we're cursed.
What the
this festival
fuck?
is cursed, and we're all going to die.
He doesn't listen to the help.
She panicked.
Well, that is two segments, and you all you instill that into her, and she just kind of cracks under the pressure, but she still is expecting you to let her try out your mech during this thing. She's gonna do the best she can. And she's like trying to move the left leg, but it's like moving like the missiles and like at least I'm sure like nothing's like active. Like I mean, no like I don't know if you have any your fire punches, your fists or whatever.
New plan. She's not allowed to touch anything, and I'm just gonna remote operate it.
All right, that works. that works. That works. She's still gonna pilot it, but I think you can set it on like autopilot for you.
Handing the little brother the second controller when it's not plugged in. Yeah, dude.
She thinks that she's doing it. So yeah, she'll say, well, that was a lot of information. I don't know if I can remember it all, but thank you, Riho. I really appreciate this. I'll thank you afterwards as well.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous meeting Lancers.
We're just people. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Can I get your autograph?
Absolutely.
Okay. Your autograph.
We never turned down an autograph.
Do we have a counter going? Isn't this like the third or fourth?
Pretty sure it's been more
it's
than
on the
that.
it's on the can you guys not see it? It's on the
No, I mean like the third or fourth autograph of Riho's.
Oh yeah. It's a Ganya and then Eric and then this is the third, yeah.
Yep. I wonder how many she'll have amassed by the end of the campaign.
Yeah. Highly exclusive.
Autograph counter that's available only to the patrons.
Autograph. Yeah, the patron.
Only the patrons get the autograph count.
Buzo, what you got?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna be protecting the cargo and everything coming into this place, I suppose. But I'm also on the lookout for Helena. So, which?
Let me check this real quick. Go ahead.
I mean, I know no matter what, I'm probably going to be rolling either word on the street or lead or inspire, especially lead or inspire if I'm like part of a team protecting this whole area. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing my job until I spot Helena showing up.
Yeah, I would say that's exactly it. You're deployed with kind of a little 3-person team, so including you, so it's 2 other people of tight security, and these are just regular routine checks. They have no reason to expect anything that's gonna happen suspicious. You necessarily don't, other than the fact that Helena is showing up at some point. You probably get more information on some of the arriving sublime vessels and waterborne vessels that are coming here. Helena will probably arrive in an hour. The one that she's coming in on, she's expected to be coming in on, will probably arrive in an hour. So you'd probably have to wait here for a little bit to wait for her. But most of the things are being unloaded, and as you kind of see this open dock area, it's kind of like this is like one of like a more smaller ones. There's a bunch of like food and gifts and offerings. No mechs, no military equipment is arriving here. It's just literally just a bunch of complimentary kind of FX for the festival.
Okay.
So it's pretty chill.
Okay. So it's almost like the, I don't know, like the dock for like a cruise liner. Like a shit ton of people are arriving and there's just a bunch of random tchotchkes and bullshit they can get as soon as they get off their ships or whatever.
Yeah, so this one seems like it's mainly that, but it also seems like Helena is arriving here. And you don't have like the inventory list of her ship, but she's a mech pilot, and most of the other people who are like VIPs arrive at a different place.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'm going to definitely give a leader inspire speech to try to tell the 2 other folks that I was deployed with, like, all right, you see all these people? I don't know if you heard of this guy named Oscar, but he was a fucking dumbass who showed up with a rainmaker in an urban area. So, whatever weapons you've got, like, if they're dangerous, you better find a fucking safe sight line, because I'm assuming that I'm the largest mech here.
Yeah, they're probably come up in 2 assault type
Cool.
type mechs. Yeah.
All right, I'll threaten to kick them into the fucking ocean if I see them aiming their weapons at civilians.
They say, okay. Yeah, we got the message.
Good. We're protecting the people, and we're going to do a damn good job at it. Am I right? And I'm going to roll now.
You're right. All right, go ahead.
Why?
What in the world?
It was
What is going on?
almost a 10.
Highly impressive.
Almost a 10.
This was literally the thing that we were hired to do, and we can't fucking do it.
I probably should have not threatened to like kick them into the ocean.
That is 2 more checks as you instruct / threaten them to watch their fire and not endanger any innocent lives. I would say the message you probably communicate is more so that, less so watch out for any like thing suspicious. So they're probably gonna be too worried about not hurting people rather than worried about like actually watching things and being attentive.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll consider that a win.
Yeah. But you can stay here if you want to, or you can regroup with your new folks afterwards.
I'm gonna stay for an hour and then meet with Helena. Yay.
Cool. You all have technically 2 more checks unless you get lower than a 10. Then you only have no more checks.
Shut up.
I think that maybe it's time for us to start working together instead of doing this. We've all tried individually and it's not failing. If somebody can help me with a spot check, maybe Valaria, if you want to like actually take to the air and do that, I could get an accuracy on just doing that, and I'd be walking around looking at the crowd as well. That could be helpful.
If I'm allowed to do that, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
unless you had a different check or something that I could help you with. If you had a different idea.
I had a question about exactly what handle comms means. I feel like maybe you explained it before, but I've forgotten.
Yeah, that is monitor as you handle comms, you'll be able to monitor all the comms of all the nation states because Tice can just pick up on all the comms, so you'll know what everyone's talking about, all the
Heartbreak.
important things.
Yeah, that might be. Can I move over to that instead?
I don't even think that needs
Yep.
to be you. That's Heartbreak shit, is it not?
Yeah, but Heartbreak's piloting the mech right now.
That's fair.
I'll get on the festival shuttle bus and head over to Teist HQ, and I'll start coordinating from there. So whoever wants help on this, I'll be providing the teamwork then.
I imagine you're on a Segway, not a shuttle bus. It's much funnier.
Shuttle bus with Segway.
Yeah. So or no, Teist has like a shuttle bus, but it's like a horse-drawn carriage. So I'm in the back of this carriage on my way over to the thing.
Exquisite world building.
I know. Yeah, we suck.
I mean, I'm happy to provide air support for anything that anybody wants to do.
Yeah.
I'm
So
afraid
that
of
all right.
My thing that I've chosen to be very good at is invent or create, and that feels hard to use in this situation.
So I would say between Valari and Heartbreak now we've got 2 accuracy for somebody's check.
True.
Somebody's check to do what though?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
something.
I kind of have an idea. Like, if Volare makes his way to like to the place where handling comms would be happening, and like sort of sees their equipment, like all of this shit is so outdated. Hold on, I can do better than this. This is amateur shit. Now, hold on a minute. We have a major military organization and whatever. So I'm thinking maybe he could use invent or create to sort of like and the handheld printer that he has to sort of like add upgraded or sort of like print out some of the more modern, more upgraded monitoring equipment.
Interesting. You know what?
I'm totally ready for you to fucking fail this roll, and then the clock is.
You're not gonna fail it.
And then all the comms are gonna go black, and then like we're gonna get attacked by some shit, and I'm gonna be like,
Let us say
That's an idea
this.
I have.
Let's
If anybody, I mean, you know, it's all.
I'm
think
already
that's
there,
a
so I
brilliant
can-
idea because that could also give us another accuracy on like it'll give us better security like intel. So I'm just saying.
Between
Akizva
Akizva's the software guy and Rico's the hardware guy, the two of us together, unstoppable tech force.
I'm in there testing signal saturation and looking for everything. So yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, yeah, I like the big words. So with you two, who wants to roll first? You get accuracy on the roll.
You take it away. I'll take my accuracy.
Okay. How do I add? If I click this invent or create button, is it going to immediately roll, or is it
No,
going to?
No, it will not.
Okay,
it'll
good.
have an accuracy pop up.
Cool. So Akizva helping me gives me an accuracy. Good DM, sir.
You'll
Cool. Rolling. Go. Don't fail me now.
get it.
Are you
Get a
kidding
20
me?
plus.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
We literally failed all of them.
amazing.
Professionals.
I don't know what to do. What's going on? This is bad.
So-
it's not bad.
So
It's
comms
not-
go,
it's-
so comms go black. Riho's mech is currently in possession of an emotionally unstable teenager. I have a bunch of people that are too afraid to fire their guns, and Heartbreak is currently on the other side of the fucking island from his pilot. So this is fun. Where's Sky Eye?
Well,
Is Sky Eye drunk?
He's probably Sky Eye's probably drunk in the festival.
Our ship has been
Like,
impounded from spraying its sewage all over a GDK boat.
raining.
We'll say what happens is that you all work together to kind of monitor the cons, but it's just a barrage of different messages, and it's really just hard to narrow it all down. And given the people that are here in the Tice facility here, they're probably monitoring a number of important communication or suspect communications, and just really isn't
you aren't really able to discern what's the most important ones or what's the most like ones that would kind of pique your interest over the plethora and barrage of type of communications that are going on. It's just too many people that are coming here. So I would say, I mean, nothing particular that you get from that information, unless you can think of like a fail forward type situation.
We're professionals.
The fail forward method is that the fucking rogue NHP we've been seeing takes over the comms and does our job for us because we suck so bad.
I don't know if we're not failing. We just haven't seen anything interesting. It's just things are going pretty normal.
Yeah,
Really bad at our jobs.
Yeah, things are going pretty normal. Yeah. Well, let me see. Okay, so Buzo. All right, so I think I need to think about this. Let's call it there, and let me think about this because I don't know.
When we roll so badly that the GM has to stop.
That's okay. I mean, we've rolled so well that he's had to stop too. It had to happen.
That is true.
That
is true.
Much like the barber shop of our namesake, this is a really bad haircut. This is sitting there in the chair and how do you like it? It's fine. It's fine.
Well, yeah, nothing bad happened.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And then you walk home and look in the mirror and you're like, I am a fucking monster.
But didn't we fail the mission?
It's so improbable that all of this that we failed all of them.
Yeah, it's
just
really
statistically
improbable.
speaking. We all have bonuses to the things that we were doing.
You just didn't catch anything.
Yeah, I mean, narratively speaking, yes, but I mean, like, just numbers-wise, nothing.
Yeah, those are some bad
computer Foundry. I don't trust you anymore.
At least the two dudes at the docks are going to be very careful about civilian casualties, and Buso considers this a win.
That is true.
And I helped a teenage girl impress somebody, I guess.
Yeah, someone, their suitor, their person she's interested in.
So I'm just saying, I just ingratiated myself with the royals. Whatever.
I'm mentally preparing myself to have to fly Akizva over to his mech.
That would be super handy.
You might have protected her life.
It's true.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to shoot somebody when they're inside of a mech.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the very least, nobody got so far, nothing has gotten shot or blown up yet, so
nothing bad has happened.